And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is. Wherever it. Ah. Hey guys, it's time for Vampire. So,
Smooth, Vinny. Smooth.
you can't ace them all.
Nope.
Cam in the streets, bot in the sheets.
Thank you, Robbie, our lifesaver. Our scene today starts with the Tremere Regent, Phyllis Everett, calling in a group of young, up-and-coming, and relatively able individuals. Kindred who have been established in the city and some who are new to town. Word going through the various clans through Primogen and other individuals who are close to the clans have brought in a few new faces, but otherwise it is mostly a standard court, which has been seen over the past several months within the Camarilla. Within the lobby of the Woolworth building, as the various individuals filter in after hunting and making preparations for tonight's foray off into the unknown, they are filtered in one by one through metal detectors, having their weapons and whatnot confiscated for only a short time, and are brought into what looks to be sort of like a business meeting room. A large table with about 12 seats along the sides and then one chair at the head. The room has no windows, no art, no features. It's very utilitarian. And as they are filed in one by one, they're left to mingle and mill about for a bit, as the regent is currently tending to a few matters before she makes her way in. This is where we start our scene.
Yay! Tremere Chantry time. Mitchell will take a seat somewhere and grab like a newspaper for him to start reading.
Caesar will bring out a notepad, his hand shaking a little bit as he seems to be writing down something.
Craig plays Brick Breaker on his phone.
Rocky is also there with Caesar. He's smoking a cigarette and humming to himself.
Caesar will look over to Rocky. How can you still be smoking that stuff?
Well, now we're dead. It ain't gonna do any more damage. It's all good, baby.
Yeah. He does a mild nod, kind of hearing that.
Rex is picking his very, very, very sharp teeth with the nail on his pinky finger, sitting next to Craig, or probably standing next to Craig, as he leans over his shoulder to just kind of look at what he's doing.
It's more Brick Breaker. Ball goes up. Ball goes down. The ball goes up. And it gets a triple and goes down.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving this a 4 on the app score.
Adam's there, and he is playing a dress-up game on his phone, cursing at it because, again, doesn't exactly know how it works, but he's addicted.
And similar. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
In similar fashion to Rocky, Opal is leaning into the wall with a cigarette in between her lips and a nail file in her hands, just giving her nails a nice, clean run over.
So I hear we're going to be sneaky today. As he kind of just fiddles with his phone.
I hope you could be sneaking. I know I can.
Literally never works.
We can try, damn it. A little bit, I hope.
I only heard a little bit from the rats, your stories of these creatures. Are they that perceptive?
No idea what you're talking about.
I wouldn't get in a fist fight with them.
Try your hardest. Fail the hardest.
The door opens, and a young man dressed in looks to be just slacks and a turtleneck makes his way in. Ladies, gentlemen, if you would please follow me. And he'll hold the door open for everyone to file out into this secondary hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
And as the kindred file out and then follow this this individual, they are led down into the basement and into an area which looks like it could have been a multi-purpose room some time ago, but all of the drywall and whatnot has been stripped away, leaving just the plain cinder block and concrete floor. The roof tiles have all been removed, so it's just open piping and the steel girders. The individual with you waits until you all file in, and he closes the doors behind you. It looks like they take some effort to close. They're heavy, and they actually lock with a sort of latch bar.
And this is why we all become gargoyles.
On the opposite end of the room, there is another door. It looks a bit heavier. It looks like it's vintage Cold War, perhaps a fallout shelter door. And standing relatively close to it, you can see the Tremere Regent and the Sheriff. The Sheriff seems to be armed. The Regent has her sleeves rolled up. And as she steps forward, you see that the Sheriff is currently loading up his repeating rifle, and then stands with sort of the rifle slung over one of his arm, or across his arms, hand on the lever, finger just outside the trigger well. And Miss Everett steps forward. I see a few new faces tonight, a few faces that I know. Individuals from the Toreador, Ventru, Nosferatu, Gangrel, and from what I hear, Bruja. It is good that you are all here. This is a diverse set of skills, as I'm led to believe. And I suppose perhaps that's good. For some of you do not know what you face tonight. And she'll take a few steps back and nod to Sheriff Cody. And Cody goes over to the door and pulls the latch and opens it. And this heavy vault-like door comes open, and there's only darkness on the other side. If everybody would roll me, please, your perception and alertness. Difficulty 8.
Is this sight based?
Sight-based, not hearing-based.
Okay.
I'd like to activate the first dot of animalism.
Okay.
And I would like
Tis
to
reflex.
activate the first dot of aspect.
Okay.
Activating the first off all steps.
Make sure you keep an idea if your discipline activations require blood or they don't.
Mine does not.
Nor does mine.
Are you activating
What
Protean
is-
or animalism Robbie.
Animalism. First dot is Eyes of the Beast, which allows you to see in darkness.
That's
That's
Protean.
Protean.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
protein.
Is that
Yeah.
Protean? Oh, I apologize.
First dot of animalism is I talk to animals.
That's right. First dot of Protean. That one I know. I definitely know is free.
All right, everybody made their rolls that I can see. Heather, no, you haven't rolled yours. Robbie rolled his. At least one.
I'm just double checking the difficulty reduction here.
It's 2.
Okay. That's what I thought.
3 successes, sir.
It was difficulty 8. Yeah, two
Minus
successes.
2 for Auspex and another -2 for ability aptitude sight.
Oh shit. Okay. Those of you.
Okay.
Okay. So those of you with 1 success, there is something moving in that dark room. With 2 successes, except if you're Rex, but I think Rex only has 1, you can hear sort of this. With 3 successes, you can see a tall, gaunt, pale shape with long limbs, and the creature inside turns its featureless face towards the congregated group of kindred and charges out at you full bore, screeching and howling. Though anyone who got less than, let's say, 2 successes, I would like you to roll your courage, please. Difficulty 5.
Alrighty. Courage, courage, courage. Difficulty 5, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Even if we've fought these things before.
Except for Rex. You have fought these things and prevailed.
I fail.
Okay. Well, first rush check of the night.
Whew, let's go.
So, this creature comes out and gets about, I'd say, within about 10 feet of the group, and immediately has its legs pulled out from under it as a chain hooked up around its neck stops it short. And it sort of tumbles to the ground and quickly skitters up, swiping and hissing and snapping its maw at you. Jean,
Yes.
you are filled with fear seeing this inhuman, featureless creature come running at you. Perhaps it caught you off guard. Whatever it is, your beast certainly was not fond of it, and your survival instinct kicks in, and rather than fight, opts for flight. And you all watch as the Nosferatu slams itself up against the door. The poor attaché, who is standing there, not really paying attention. He's been around this creature for quite a bit now. Stands between the Nosferatu and the door. John, I would like you to roll your Dex Brawl, please.
Okay. That is 2 successes.
Please roll your damage. Your strength
Straight.
+1. If you have any
Strength
potence, add your potent stats. Jesus. Well, you don't quite knock this young man out, but you certainly make him double over as he hits the ground and sort of curls up into a small ball. And you hear, the group simply hears, Miss Everett, can someone please get a handle on him before he kills the orderly?
Robbie, your picture kills me.
I will attempt to
Yeah.
grapple.
All right.
Which,
Anyone's going to help the Toreador?
Mitchell will sigh and walk over. Like, okay.
Again, this is nonsense.
I'll open the stand
Rex
back
will
and
not.
watch this.
Yeah, no, Rex will not, and I'd like to explain why not. Is because right now the Tremere have, decided to, well, the Gangrel have decided, excuse me, to be a little bit hostile towards the Tremere right now. So,
Doesn't matter if he kills the orderly,
Yeah.
right?
right, hey, people are getting on it. I don't give a fuck. If somebody dies, that's when I'll step in.
Strength brawl, right?
Strength brawl to initiate the grapple.
2 successes.
Okay.
I'll have to.
All right, Jean, please roll me your strength brawl.
Okay.
Do I have
Potency.
That is 2 successes.
Well, between the lot of them, they have.
Odd.
Yeah, you are the defender. You fling the two gangrel off. Or well, no, I'm sorry, the Toreador and the Bruja off.
Don't the successes get combined?
9?
You
We
know
were
what we didn't do.
working together. Like,
All right, yeah, I'll let it happen. You all hold the Nosferatu in place, keeping him from moving. He is snarling, whimpering, screaming, snapping, trying to get away. Feet grinding against the ground, making those awful sounds of rubber soles against concrete floors.
Ugh.
Sort of sounds like a basketball court currently in play. Whatever the case may be, he's effectively enough held in place.
Mitchell will just say to him, "There, buddy, it's not all that bad. It's just a gigantic monster without a face. You know,
get it together, boo boo. Get it together.
the sun's going down, sun's going down, sun's going down."
Can I roll courage again?
Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and roll courage.
It'd be hilarious if you bought much. Just say it.
It would be.
Now I'm watching the dice. Oh, okay.
Mr. Hollywood, you slowly come to your senses as that veil of red finally leaves your eyes. Even though you don't need air, you're panting. You're sweating slightly, or you're glistening with a slight sheen of blood as, you have encountered quite the beast, and it gave you quite the start. And you look to your left and you look to your right, and you see a Toreador and a Bruja who you've never met, holding onto your arms, keeping you from, doing any further damage to this poor man who's laying there bleeding out of his mouth, just softly whimpering and sobbing to himself.
You know this isn't free, right? Good. Have a seat.
And he's gonna look at Adam and he's gonna say, "Wouldn't expect anything else. Wouldn't expect anything other than a pretty boy like that. Don't worry."
Noted. As you just see, like, he's taking note of it, so he's just like, okay.
Mitchell's just going to give him a pat on the shoulder.
The sheriff steps forward, and as the creature is still snapping and snarling, he just levels the rifle at the back of its head, pulls the trigger, and its contents of its head explode outwards.
Not necessary.
Extremely.
And the regent.
Caesar will look.
Oh, go ahead.
Caesar will look over to the sheriff, face mask by his mask and just simply say, "Sweet Jesus." It's like,
Is anybody hungry? That's a real good question.
Jesus ain't got nothing to do with it, son. And Miss Everett will then step forward. Craig, Rex, I understand that the two of you have encountered these two creatures, or these creatures before in the previous foray into the Sedite temples. Is that correct?
Yes.
About 5 of them. And they had an alpha looking motherfucker.
Very well. Craig, you are in, or sorry, Rex, you are in charge of this mission. It's very simple. We want you, Kindred, to please use the utmost caution. We will supply you before you leave. We'll provide transportation. We want you to delve into this temple and find anything of value, artifacts, but particularly what we are looking for are 2 tomes. These 2 tomes are important to the Tremere's interests and the interests of the city in general to know what we're dealing with. These creatures, from all reports, should not subsist after the creator died. And yet here they are. It's a mystery that we have still been unable to solve, and we do believe that perhaps the tomes within these temples are the key to understanding why they continue to be animate even after the death of, presumed death, of their creators. Any questions that any of you may have?
Yeah, I got one.
Yes.
Is this a request from Clan Tremere, or is this a request from the sheriff's office?
Sheriff Cody will step forward. Both.
Okay. Is there a reason why the sheriff's office is currently not able to handle this with hounds?
You're looking at one hound currently, and he'll gesture over to Rex. We had another, but she decided to leave. This is where we find ourselves. And currently, the other hounds that I have as part of my office are currently dealing with Staten Island and the impending strike that we have against the Sabbat there.
That will not. Okay. Got it.
Caesar will look over to the sheriff and say, "Is there any equipment that you can provide us in sense of self-defense?"
When you all head out into the parking lot, there will be a van there filled with supplies, weapons, and body armor should you all decide you need it.
He nods to that.
He'll look over at Rex. We've learned all we can from these things, so you don't need to bring anything back alive. Kill it. Anything you see.
No.
Any other questions?
So if this is a joint operation between Clan Tremere and the sheriff's office, I assume people will be rewarded appropriately.
Tremere Regent will step forward. Individuals will be rewarded based on the merit of what they bring to the table and what they bring back. Anyone who takes part in this mission will be looked with favor within the court, not only from Clan Tremere, but the station of the Seneschal and the Prince.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
And of course, the counteroffer stands from Clan Gangrel.
A counter offer. Well, that is interesting.
My, what a fine yet rustic hallway leading outside to not here. I believe I will investigate.
Find your balls, Craig. You're gonna need them tonight.
Yeah, the sheriff will loudly clack the lever on his rifle as he ejects the spent round. Anything that is not brought back to the office of the sheriff that is found in this joint mission will be dealt with accordingly. Anything that's found there belongs to the sheriff's office until I say otherwise.
Caesar will take note of this and see and just kind of put a pin on that.
I am rolling my self-control to try and hold my flaw in check.
I feel like someone's about to go on a little bit of tirade.
Throw all the fucks. Throw them. Be vulgar.
Yeah, Craig's already... He's off to see the wizard, but not that fucking wizard over there.
Oh, no. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let it be noted, Craig was already just kind of like on his way out of this fucking room. Good talk. Good talk.
Opal will look at the sheriff and she'll take a few steps closer to him and look him in the eyes.
Marcel.
Stare down.
Doesn't work that way.
Anything that's found on this mission belongs to the sheriff's office, and if it's not handed over to you, will be dealt with appropriately. That sounds like an open invitation there, Sheriff.
You got something you want to say, Neonate?
I don't know. Do you, Opal?
Yeah, Rex. Rex takes 2 steps forward, puts a hand on her shoulder. Of course, there'll be a second. Feel free to shrug it off if you're feeling badass. Or will you let it stay?
She'll let it stay, but she'll turn and look at Rex.
Rex looks at her dead in the eye and says, I love you, bitch. But, not right now.
Rex, let's go. You too, Thugnificent, as Adam kind of loops his arm around hers, and let's go.
A very indiscreet, vulgar gesture is made in the vicinity of Adam's face.
I said, I love you too, boo-boo. We got to go.
The Tremere Regent, as the young man is getting back to his feet and coughing, will just simply say, Bradley, do me a favor, if you would, please. Go ahead and get the Toydar Primogen on the phone. I think I would like to speak to him.
Hey, Vinny, what's Bradley's last name?
It's not Garcia.
Okay, good.
Sorry, it was the first name that came to mind because it's just a faceless NPC.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you go. Opal. And Opal and Adam, how y'all feeling with that?
If it's gonna happen, ain't nothing I can do to change this. So,
really finding it hard to give a fuck right now.
Can you not use the word fuck anymore this evening? Thanks.
Character. Also, trying to get Opal to not use the word fuck is kind of like trying to part the Red Sea without a stick.
Where I am asking as a concerned citizen.
Oh, sweetie. She'll pat his head. You know me. Does that seem like it's likely to happen?
I mean, I can ask.
I'll tell you what. I'll try to be a little bit more creative with my expletives. How about that?
I mean, you are generous, and he'll kind of kiss on the cheek. Just
Are you
behave.
guys still in the murder room, or have you guys?
Obviously not. We're walking
No,
away.
no, he's escorted her out.
I just had to be sure.
Nobody will give you this bone today, Vinny.
Some days I just feel so impoverished. Okay, so as you guys make your way upstairs, the sheriff follows with you, and he'll lead you into the parking garage, and you see just a line of black nondescript SUVs and vans. He leads you to the vans themselves, and opens them up, and they look like something out of a Frank Castle wet dream.
After a few minutes, Adam will kind of let Opal go, and her phone will do a buzz, indicating she just got a text message.
She'll check her text messages.
Check your private messages.
Oh boy.
Greg get his stick back.
Oh yeah, everyone gets their weapons back.
Okay.
So, inside this van, you will see Kevlar vests, you will see shotguns, heavy pistols, and assault rifles.
When Caesar sees all his weaponry, though his face does not show it, he winces. Partially thinking to himself, like, I told myself I'd never be part of this kind of life when I was a kid. Let's look what happened now. But he'll grab one of the Kevlar vests and continue to look and see, though he doubts it. He's looking for something that's more hand oriented, or something that would help protect his forearms and fingers.
Vinny, are there gauntlets in this thing?
No.
Damn.
I'm looking even for padded like military attire that would fit over him, instead of just doing everything with his bare hands. But there's nothing like that. He'll just put on the Kevlar
The stuff
vest.
that you see in there is the kind of stuff that a security firm could get their hands on without having to be completely registered with the government.
Clarification. Blood buffing lasts a scene, correct?
That's the whole scene.
Alrighty. Gonna take Kevlar and blood buff my dex. Just the once.
It's a smart move. Kevlar gives you +3 armor, -1 dex.
Rocky is going to also blood buff his dex, grab a Kevlar, and grab an assault rifle.
Once Caesar puts on the Kevlar vest, he breathes, which, even though he doesn't have to, kind of in a focusing and apprehensive breath, and will spend a blood point to raise his dex. So,
Sheriff will grab a hold of Cody and Rex and kind of pull them off to the side.
The sheriff grabs Cody. Whoa!
Whoa.
Sorry.
Sheriffception.
Give me a break, guys. Sheriff will grab a hold of
What nice tits
Craig.
you have.
The sheriff will grab a hold of Craig, and he will pull them aside.
Perfect.
Serious time. Guys, don't fuck this up.
Right there. It's perfect. It's like, hello, motherfuckers.
But that's kind of what he does. He just kind of looks you guys deep in the eye for a minute and takes you off over the side. Listen up. This shit is going to get worse before it gets better. This thing's going on between your clan and your clan. Your clan and the Tremere. It ain't going to be pretty. And I'm stuck here in the middle. And you know where Clan Venture is going to side. being said, and he'll pull out 2 separate flasks and hand them to each of you. Craig, the one that you're handed has your name on a piece of masking tape over the top of it.
Oh, you remembered.
Of course he remembered.
It's like a packed lunch. Oh.
Rex's, however, has no such indication because Rex doesn't have vampire celiac disease.
Also doesn't give a fuck.
If this shit gets too heavy, you pull him out of there, you understand? I got my boys ready to pull out of Staten Island if we need to give you all backup. But it's going to take us time to get there. You understand?
Yup.
And that stays between 2 of us, or 3 of us. Tremere don't know that we're willing to put more bodies into this. They want to try and keep this shit on the down low as possible. And ain't no one going to buy the word of too many neonates.
If we get out of the building, we'll be okay. None of this stuff likes to go outside.
And this is true. Anything else I can do for you boys before you head on out?
Craig shrugs.
Rex shakes his head.
And Cody offers out his hand to Rex.
Yeah, takes it and goes in for a chest bump. Or shoulder bump.
Cody isn't caught off guard, but he does it, and he just has a look on his face like, oh, right. Take care of him out there, Rex. The only hound I got left out of what I affectionately refer to as the fun bunch. All right. Take your team. And he'll make his way out of the parking garage, leaving the neonates to themselves.
Once it's just Craig and Rex to themselves, Craig looks at Rex and says, I have been known to have a shitty memory and to miss things often. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I think.
Cool.
I don't know what everybody was so worried about. Last time we went in there, everybody came out just fine.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
Most people think the worst thing there is in the world that they're ever going to see is us.
Are they wrong?
And they're wrong. Hey, look on the bright side. At least we don't have to fight hyper-intelligent bears that start fires.
Tell me that shit's not real.
I heard it was a thing.
Bob, I love you a little more.
Okay, let's deal with this uncomfortable ass car ride and see what kind of abandoned building is going to turn into a donated temple.
Whatever happens, we stay on our toes. We don't run like bitches. If there's a whole wall of them no eye, no nose motherfuckers, we do what we have to. It's probably gonna be traps like last time. Big old titty rooms.
I mean, like, we have a brouhaha that's like having a cannon.
We're gonna see about that.
Yeah, speaking of which, this poor guy looks at a loss. Hey, you with the shirt.
There are many of us wearing shirts.
You with the kind of like good housekeeping look going on.
Nah, man, he answered. Don't indulge that shit.
It's fun.
Well,
Come
thanks
here.
for the confidence. As he walks over.
And Craig pulls out a pair of brass knuckles. So I got these when somebody hit me in the balls really fucking hard. I want them back.
Oh shit! Don't worry, dude. As he pulls out his own brass knuckles, I got a set of my own.
Oh, okay. And Craig just puts them away.
Is that loud enough to be here over earshot?
At this point, yes, Craig is just happily reminiscing about the time that he got Super Saiyan punched in the nutsack. Yes.
Your
Then
gesture for our survivalists is very appreciated, though. Just saying.
Caesar, with his mask taken off, will turn to Craig and say, I could use them if you're willing to share.
I want them back.
Did Caesar take his mask off?
We're not in a public place, I'm assuming. So I'm assuming we're all in a shaded area and we're going to be in the van.
Oh shit!
Rex!
Man, I ain't never seen shit like that before.
And we've seen his face before. We saw it at Elysium, remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So yeah, he'll just kind of stare at him really kind of like weirdly. Like, you've seen my face.
I forgot about that. It's probably for the best.
Take these. I want them back. Can we all just get in the van? I'm going on a nice car ride. It's like a field trip. Does anybody remember field trips?
Now, man, they're buried behind the weight of a sad backstory.
I remember. It's just a catty girl sitting in the back of the bus, trash talking everybody else on the bus and speculating about who's the hoe and who's going to baby first.
The wave of a sad backstory. Okay, I'm getting in the van.
Everybody get in the van now.
The magic school bus, yeah.
It was an uptown.
Opal will stand aside and gesture for the men to go ahead of her.
I don't have time for this. You just gets on the bus.
Everybody get in the van.
As
While Rocky is getting into the van and passing through Opal, he's gonna turn his head while getting in and say, "Thank you, darling. Such a sweetheart."
Not so bad yourself.
Rex is not far
Find your
behind.
balls, though. You're going to need them.
What'd you say? I'm sorry?
Find your balls, though. You're going to need them.
With a bottle like this, who knows where they are? We'll take a look, though.
She'll laugh at that.
Rex shows up next with grumpy face. Looks at Opal like, who the fuck that is?
Some new dude. Got a good sense of humor.
Some new dude. My. I know it's a little bit hard to recognize this butterface, but I feel offended.
Scoot over, Deadpool.
It's alright, boss.
Everybody's so edgy tonight. I don't even.
as Caesar gets on the bus or the van, he will go through his typical tight, almost looks like a comfortable version of a straitjacket around his neck, and he will bring out a pendant and hit the latch on it and start kind of looking at it. And he starts speaking in a low hush. And he closes it, then puts it back inside of his jacket. And then he gets out his pocket watch and starts just basically noting the time.
"99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You take one down and pass it around, 98 bottles of beer on the wall." I'm
Jesus
not
Christ,
continuing.
Craig, are you 8?
This area has bad signal.
Oh my God.
98 bottles of beer on the wall,
And at
98
that, I turn
bottles
on
of beer.
Katy Perry. Just turns it up. This is like, no.
Opal. Who's driving? Is Rex driving?
I assumed it would be some type of ghoul.
Yeah, when they said they would provide transportation, I kind of assumed an NPC is driving.
NPC is driving. And this NPC just, as Craig began to sing, just has this look of dread.
His name?
Turns on Katy Perry. Starts singing along obnoxiously.
His name, Vinny?
Oh
What?
my god.
It's okay. Craig backs him up.
Opal is going to put her head on Rex's shoulder.
Has anybody told both of you that you're both horrible?
I'm a
Sun
beautiful
kissed
snowflake, and you will respect
Your
me.
popsicle.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Lucky is going to look at Adam and is going to say, with that singing, Honeyboo, I won't even give you a little side eye, let alone respect, please.
As long as I don't have to look at you.
Oh, oh, oh!
Do you want to really go with barbs with me, sweetie?
I thought our enemies are people of the temple children.
What's your name?
Not our fans.
Fine, baby.
California.
Rex, can we eat these things?
Yup, I did. I had to
And
use
he
a
nods.
lot of blood.
It didn't.
Hello.
It didn't fuck with you.
Nope. Of course, it was dead when I did it.
So, do these things have blood in them that doesn't fuck with our systems?
Yup.
And
Try to
yes,
make sure they're dead first.
right?
Mhm.
I heard from sources that even mundane drugs like cocaine can affect us harshly.
Nah, man, that's not entirely true. Because
Can we not?
I will be perfectly honest with you. I have done a lot of coke, and it is nothing like it used to be.
And he just kind of nods. My point. If these things are hocked up on some type of magic vitae, it could mean anything for us. It could mean maybe in a
Well,
month.
apparently they don't. So you know what? No concern. Vroom, 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 vroom.
You change your mind like a girl changes clothes.
Katy Perry the musical.
Rex
Nope.
doesn't, of course, because it would sound much different.
So the ghoul got 4 successes on the driving roll, so you guys don't get stopped by cops. Officer Johnson won't be visiting you tonight, unfortunately. But he brings you about an hour and a half out of the city, somewhere upstate, in what looks to be a series of old rail yards. And as per usual, those of you that have been to these places before, it's disheveled, it looks abandoned, it looks dilapidated. There are what look to be decaying boxcars and diesel engines that are rusted over. You see tracks which are well overgrown. You see brick buildings with dirty windows that are just full with holes where it looks like rocks have been thrown through them, graffiti. Looks like one of the buildings might have burnt down some time ago, and all that's left is really just the brick housing. But as he gets out, he'll open up the gate and get back in. He'll drive you in a ways. And he'll drive you down a descending sort of, looks to be like one of those storm drains, like one of those ones that's big enough to put a car could go through. He'll take you to the opening of what looks to be like the underground sewer entrance. He'll turn the lights on the high beams to shine down the tunnel.
Yep. Seems perfect for an old Hittite temple.
And he'll simply get out and hand just to be a map that will show you the way to the through the series of network of tunnels. The entrance is down this way. Mr. Rex, if you get down there, the door we found was open. Left slightly ajar. We didn't dare go in.
Yo, Craig, you good with maps?
I mean, like, I haven't used many of them in my lifetime, no.
Rex turns to look at the rest of the group.
I can use a map.
We got one for maps. You get us lost, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Then I guess I shouldn't get us lost then.
You're right.
And
Sorry.
Caesar will just kind of put out his hand expectantly, like expecting some type of piece of paper or rolled up map.
It's basically just a piece of paper that looks like it's put in one of those like clear plastic protectors.
So it's not laminated.
It's sealed off from the water, but it's not laminated. No.
Okay.
Oh, so it's in a page protector.
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Caesar will begin, I guess, investigating the map. Which question? Do I need investigation or academics?
Roll me your intelligence academics. We'll say difficulty standard diff.
All right. And I'm very sure psychology does not work with reading a map.
No.
Alrighty then.
Unless you want to sit the map down on a couch and ask it its problems.
If
And
only.
then did you start hating your father?
And you said intelligence academics, just to be sure.
Intelligence academics, difficulty 6.
Alrighty. That is 2 successes.
You get there pretty easily. There might be a few hang-ups here and there where it takes you some time to get to the big doors that lead into this temple. But it's not too long, not too short. It's pretty average, your ability to guide the group there. And when you get to the doors, they're basically just these 2 large, to be metal doors with sort of reliefs carved into them of what look to be a large serpent wrapped around the figure of what looks to be a god, an old Egyptian god.
Does this old Egyptian god look like a man with an angry dog's head?
No. Looks like a man with like an anteater head.
Okay. And would that be academics or a... What kind of role would that be to figure out what that is?
Academics, difficulty 8. I would give it to you kindred lore at difficulty 7.
All right. I will do kindred lore because I have good amounts of dots in that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Jesus. That is an image of Set, the Egyptian god of chaos, also known as Sutek, which you would know from the name of the clan that has been missing, is the followers of Set. Moreover, with the way that this serpent is wrapped around him and sort of the details in the door, it's possible that this may be a temple dedicated to not the warrior sect, but the sorcerer sect of the Setites.
And in consideration of mundane human knowledge of Set, because I thought on the mundane wise, his head was a dog or a jackal.
No, that's Anubis.
That's Anubis. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. But all right, and he's considered the god of chaos, not the god of storms. That was storms' death. But no, I'm mixed mythologies. Regardless, I put that in consideration, and I will relay to the rest of our ragbag team of kindred. This is definitely Setite territory, and it's more to the ones of the sorcerer sect. And I guarantee you for a fact if that's the case and we're looking for magical artifacts, there will be supernatural traps. But I'm no Tremere, so I can't sense them. So he looks over to Adam and Opal. Possibly with your intense senses, you might be able to pick them up.
Opal shrugs. I know. I was in one of these buildings before. Didn't see shit. It was screaming at me.
Or perception on the statue. Just because I'm paranoid.
You're not wrong to be. I would be very much paranoid as well in your position.
Not going to touch it. That would be a bad idea. Anywho, actually, I'm pretty sure that's perception empathy, correct?
For aura perception is yes, and I think it's difficulty 8.
Yep. No successes.
From everything you can tell, it just looks like a mundane door.
Animal shrug. Looks mundane to me.
I keep an eye out when we're inside. Blue man's got a point. Be ready.
Don't touch freaky deaky magic looking shit. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Opal will go ahead and pull her knife out.
Last time there was tiles on the floor. And they shot up spikes and shit. And there was arrows and shit. And there was fire and shit.
Mitchell's gonna look
Right.
around. Mitchell's gonna look around for like a small rock.
Okay, yeah, you can find one. I mean, out
Okay.
in like the tunnel. Not the
Are we-
hard
Yeah,
one.
And I'll just pick up one or two and just take them with me.
Craig will draw his sword and find another small rock. And he will
Right.
throw it at the door.
There's a metallic bong,
Boom.
and then the sound of the rock hitting the floor.
Opal, darling,
Yes.
can you give that a double look? I'm paranoid.
When are you ever not paranoid? It's fine.
Good reason. I have not been wrong yet.
Opal is going to aura perception the door now, Vinny.
Okay, go for it.
We're still
Perception, empathy, difficulty 8, right?
Yeah.
living world darkness, greatest enemy. A door. I
As we all
understand
know,
this just for vampires. This for fucking all the different flats.
Alrighty. Let me get in the right dice roller then. Not type this in werewolf.
So everyone's like, Kailani is an abomination. She's got aspects.
No!
Kailani doesn't have aspects. Kailani has heightened senses. She's not an abomination. She only has for that.
Oh, she's a ghoul. I get it. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. 2 successes, Vinny.
Door is mundane. You look at it, the door has no magical properties to it. However, there is a pretty noticeable glow behind the door.
Opal's going to look at Adam, pat him on the head. She's gonna go over to Rex. Rex, the door is just a normal fucking door, but there's probably something dangerous on the other side of it.
The door is open enough for about 2 people or so to be able to fit through at a time.
Not it.
It.
The
Go
door.
ahead.
Step forward.
Wait, so the door is slightly prodded, right?
It's like it was left ajar.
All right. And how big are these doors?
About three human sizes tall, about 4 wide.
Mitchell's gonna pull down his brass knuckles.
And
How about we just open these doors?
in semblance with Rex, Caesar will follow suit, but he will grab at it with his hand at the door, and he wants to open it wider where it's not making an exact funnel. So
All right, get me 6 successes on a strength athletics check.
Strength athletics. Let's see. Do I want to use potence? Here's the question. Can I use willpower?
You may.
All right. And I will use my willpower and my potence on this, so I'm down to 4 blood. So I'm getting a little hungry. And let's see. That's 8 dice. For using my athletics. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3, and I got 1 from potence, 1 from willpower, so that's only 5. So I'm 1 below it.
Yep. The door makes a few groaning noises as you push on it. You maybe get it about enough way to accommodate about half of a person. If someone wanted to walk in, sashay in, as opposed to just walk in, they probably could. Daryl, as you come in, as Caesar makes his way in, you notice that there is a stone statue of the god with the serpent wrapped around it, looking at you. And I'm gonna roll. What's your perception and self-control rating?
Of my virtues, let's see. My virtues are self-control 3, conscious 4, and courage 3.
Perception what?
Perception or self-control? Sorry.
I need the 2 totals added together.
Okay, so my perception is 3, and my self-control is 3 as well. So that's 6 dice.
6? Okay, thank you. Jesus. Everybody who is there may roll their perception and awareness.
Alrighty.
Is this site based?
Boy.
Or I'm sorry, awareness. It is not sight based. It is extrasensory based.
Perception.
Have a success.
Awareness.
What the hell?
My family.
I got a success.
Holy shit, Rex!
I feel it coming.
What was the difficulty?
Standing good.
Yeah, I got a success.
I don't have awareness, but I don't get a penalty because it is
It's
a
a talent.
It's a talent.
3 successes.
All right, everybody who gets a success, some magical shit just happened as Caesar was pushing on that door.
And then the
Everybody who
tombstone.
got 2, it's coming from within inside the door. With 3, Opal, it's really localized, like just on the side of that door. As for
Is
our,
anybody standing in the doorway?
that would
Me.
be Caesar.
Rexus.
Okay, so whoever is directly in front of her, Opal is going to grab their arm and yank them back. Violently.
Ow, what the fuck, Opal?
Yeah.
As you are pulled away, begin to hear the echoes of familiar voices. 2, in fact. 2 voices that are deeply rooted in your past. Voices that you were certain were dead and buried. Well, maybe not buried anymore after what occurred the last time you visited someone.
Oh, of course. This is going to be bad.
And you hear the whispers from both sets of voices. You can see just out of the corner of your eye these individuals standing there, one on each side of you, just always in your peripheral vision. And they speak to you. Caesar. Caesar, you betrayed us. You desecrated our bodies. Caesar, why would you do this? Caesar. Please roll me your self-control. Difficulty, I'm going to say 7.
Sure is not it. This is still relatively fresh. Hasn't been that long since.
If you want to
Okay.
take the higher diff and you want to go baller, go right for it. I will never turn anyone down.
You take my self-control.
Get out of my head, Robbie.
Mm.
I will do the 7 since you said it's 7. Wait. I did the right dice. I can't think today. Jeez.
Yes.
Only if I had that many dice. Oh no.
I was going to be like, you have 7 self-control?
I wish I did. But no,
Shit.
that's just a fail. It's not a botch. So
If you add it together, you get 1.
I wish it works that way, Robbie.
All right. So I am going to roll a D2. On a 1, you attack the statue. On a 2, you run away. This will either be a fear or a frenzy or a rots check. So 1, attacky tacky. 2, bitchy bitchy.
Oh,
All right. You guys watch as Caesar charges forth to attack this statue for no other reason. I guess the statue just looked at him wrong. And Caesar, as you're sitting there grabbing a hold of this, please soak me 3 lethal.
alrighty. And I'm hoping that Kevlar vest can protect it, unless we're going with the idea that it's lacerating me.
You're touching it,
No, okay.
so it is on your hands. Your Kevlar will not affect this particular roll.
Okay, then it's just my straight up stamina.
It is, and fortitude if you have any.
Nah, because I'm literally like a month old, and game wise. And nope, I don't soak it.
All right, as you guys watch Caesar's hands begin to burn as there is this sound of crackling and as his undead flesh comes into contact with the surface of this statue. You
Does
see
he
glowing marks begin to light up around where his hands are, and they fade as they get a bit further away.
is he still fighting it after that?
He certainly is. He's in
Hey, man,
frenzy.
Stop!
Um,
Don't do that.
Can I hear him through the rage and the pain?
You want to destroy this statue. Has to go.
Yes. So no, too much pain, too much rage, too much tears. Just
I
screaming.
feel you, but stop it. He ain't worth it.
If you guys would like, please roll me your strength brawl to pull him off of this.
Oh my lord.
Statue.
We're gonna die at the door.
Alrighty.
Does this count as an unarmed strike for merit purposes?
Yes, it does.
Excellent.
You said strength brawl.
Oh shit! Really? In that case, hold on.
Uh,
I have a dice pool to adjust.
I fail. It's great.
He shrugs you off with just a shoulder.
I'm gonna be screaming incessantly, fuck you! Like I will kill you one day, I swear. As I'm.
I got one success.
4 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think we both got it.
I have it.
Holy. Okay, so Caesar, you have got Rex holding you from behind. You have God damn. You have Mitchell grabbing a hold of your midsection. You have Opal and Adam grabbing your arms, pulling you away, getting your hands off of it. Almost immediately your hands stop burning. He is continually going.
The sun's going down, the sun's going down, the sun's going down.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
But Jesus, Daryl.
Did you
With
enjoy
as many successes between all of you that you have, you guys can drag him either further into the temple away from the statue, or you can bring him out of the temple.
You know what? Bringing him out of the temple means that we have to go past the statue again. This isn't going to be conductive.
Yeah. If we bring him in and he keeps frenzying like this, we might have a weapon that we can push in the direction of.
Excuse me, we are not doing that, animal. What the fuck? The natural fuck, Opal. Holy shit. Get your shit together, please.
Any of you guys bring a chain and a leather collar with you?
You know what? Opal's gonna say that. Well, do you have a chain and a leather collar with you? Because I ain't leading him around.
But it's not Saturday, Opal, for fuck's sake.
Wait, why is Saturday? I won't know.
Your call, Rex. You're the boss.
Corridor's fucking weird.
Oh, wait, your orders, oh fearless leader.
Yeah. Drag him outside, see if it fixes it.
But then he has. Never mind. Yes, sir. My captain, my captain.
How many people are going into the temple? How many people are going back out?
Well, I guess the people that rolled were the ones that went into the temple to get him out of there.
Craig's in the Temple of Doom.
How many people are going back out? I just need to know.
I'm not going back out.
Does it look like the other people who?
Honestly, Mitchell could get him out there by himself.
Yeah, Opal's gonna let go.
Yeah, Rex will let
You
go.
got this. Clearly, with your strong arms.
Those dreamy, strong, creamy hamstrings.
Jesus fuck, Vinny.
That happened in front of us. Yes, it did.
I felt that in my venue. Lose a point of conviction.
Oh, conviction. I'm not on a path.
That was nice knowing you all. Bye, guys.
So, Mitchell, you drag Caesar out. Caesar, go ahead and roll me your self-control again. Standard diff.
Yes, sir.
Now the object of your frenzy is no longer there.
Alrighty then.
Caesar, you are suddenly brought back into being, so to speak. Your wits come back about you, and the anger that came from within your beast is subsumed for now. And you have a man with ravishingly strong arms holding on to you.
And in the final release of, I guess, fury and frustration, he'll just kind of say this weekly, you took everything from me, as he kind of gets back into place. It's like,
I sure didn't. I made sure your arms weren't burning up.
and realizing
there,
who's
buddy?
really there, he just kind of goes, yeah, and does his best to kind of, not just like, basically kind of shrug him off, not trying to do too valiantly, but just quickly get him off them.
Caesar, your hands are pretty burnt up. They're bleeding and dripping.
They are navy blue.
What happened?
You tell us, bud. 'Cause, statue.
I opened the door and I saw something.
Spooky.
Well, that was the first trap. As he looks at his hands and begins kind of rubbing them quickly together. Right.
Well, we don't know if it's deactivated now.
Try again.
Why don't, since you guys are already in there, as he yells out, just break the statue.
I don't want to touch it.
Nobody has a gun or a bat on them. Are you serious?
I have an intelligence occult.
Give me one at difficulty 9.
Do I have a cult?
I'm gonna laugh if you do.
I don't.
I have kindred lore.
I got law and politics, though.
I have Kendra Lord. Will that fix it?
No.
All right.
I have animal ken.
Hey,
Oh,
What
brawl.
do we need to roll, Vinny?
I have a brawl.
Roll
score. Will that
intelligent
fix the
occult
problem?
difficulty 9.
Okay,
No.
let's make that roll. Well, I mean, maybe not with a success, but I can roll dice for it because I have that dice pool.
Okay, go for it. Let's see what happens.
You said 8, right? No, it was 9.
9.
9.
Get it?
Oh, one success.
You've heard about rumors about blood sorcery. They're very vague. But you've heard that kindred that know how to use the magic within the blood can sometimes use it on inanimate objects, such as a statue. Sometimes they can put their mark on inanimate objects, which causes damage to anyone who touches it. Sometimes the statues are able to project vampiric disciplines. Beyond that, you have nothing.
Mumbo jumbo Hogwarts. Adam shrugs.
It's some freaky blood magic shit.
Yo, if you're feeling better, let's get at it. Come on.
I guess we can try and break it.
I ain't touching that.
All right then.
I mean,
Just don't look at it.
no, I wouldn't touch it either. But
Is there a large enough rock for me to hold in my hand?
Actually, can we push open the doors further so that when we enter, the statue doesn't look at us directly?
If you would like to push the door from the outside in, get me 6 successes on a strength athletics check.
Even if we all work together?
If you all work together, you guys can work towards 6 successes.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll work on
People
that.
want it.
Let's work together.
Because
You said strength athletics?
Mitchell
Strength
says,
athletics.
maybe as long as that thing don't look at us, maybe it won't affect us.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I hit the gym.
You know what? I'm gonna blood buff my strength 1 for this.
1, 2.
And do it
Three.
damn good. 1.
Well, between
What's
the
the difficulty, Vinny?
standard diff, but they've already got it open.
Yeah, I'll throw my dice in.
A lot of good it did you.
Yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
like, I'm helping.
The Bruja, the Toreador, and the Gangrel managed to get the door open between combined effort to basically open this big metal door enough so that way it's obscuring the statue.
Hey.
Teamwork.
There we
But
go.
no, seriously, is there a rock I could smash the statue with? This is a personal thing, not just because the statue did that to him.
No, it's blocked. Don't do it. He ain't worth it.
Fuck. Leave it alone. Do you have common sense?
Yes, I do, but the
That would
pain
be
is
a
still
bad
there.
idea.
The pain is still there, and
Common sense is telling you that you would put everybody else in jeopardy if you went in this again.
then he won't. But he wouldn't want to do that.
Smart call.
I'm going to take out a flashlight. Like, boop.
I got my Protean 1 still activated. Oh, yes.
I take out my flashlight app.
Lenny,
Mm-hmm.
can I get a perception awareness roll to see if there's anything freaky deeper in?
I mean, you're almost sure there is. That was just the entrance.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like within sight range and.
You can roll your
how far away
aura.
it is?
You can use aura perception if you want.
Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Aura perception. Alrighty. Aura perception. Okay.
Can I give it a whirl too, Vinny?
Sure.
Two successes.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
2 successes.
You're going to notice that certain floor tiles have sigils burnt into them, and they look like they're sort of burning.
Oh, there's a trap. Points.
Yeah, there's some burning floor tiles up ahead. Shit. So, y'all know Opal. She's got one of those fancy hair ties that has like the little beads embroidered in it.
Okay.
She's gonna take that off.
Wait, what's she taking off?
She's taking off a beaded hair tie.
Mhm.
And she's opening it up. She's gonna rip it so it's no longer a hair tie.
Mhm.
And get the beads off and stick them in her pocket. So if they need to, they've got something they can toss at these things.
Okay.
As they go deeper in.
Intelligence academics.
To do what?
Figure out what the hell the symbols mean.
How many dice do you have in that dice pool?
Like 4? Exactly.
Probably don't have enough to figure out what's going on there.
Adam will like describe it for the rest of the group. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of fell asleep in art history. I was more about the doing. But it kind of looks like this. as Adam starts describing it.
To be clear, we've walked into a large overgrown library.
Yes.
It probably got spells and shit on the books. But if somebody wants to try, I ain't gonna stop you.
The trap on the floor.
Oh,
Basically, what you're going to notice with your orb perception up, Adam,
hmm
is you're going to see that most of these tiles are kind of spread out randomly, but they're kind of put in a way that anybody who didn't know what they're doing would step on these things blatantly. They look like they're something that they want people to step on, whoever put them there. There's very specific pathways to avoid them.
It's a very specific pathway to avoid it.
Yes.
All right.
It's nothing that's going to require dice rolls, but you'll be able to see them.
Okay. Adam will say, "Step where I step. Do not step there." As Adam begins walking in.
you heard a man. Single file.
Adam will open up his duffel bag.
And everyone give me a hearing perception.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry, buddy.
2 successes.
You said it's standard diff.
Standard diff, yeah.
Botched.
What you hear is somehow something is playing. Baby, you're a firework. You're not sure how you hear that, but that's what you hear. Ken, did you fucking
Yes.
Ken.
Yes.
Craig, you botched
Team
too.
boss.
Yeah.
What you hear is
the sky. Ah.
when I wake up. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be. I know I'm. Who here got a few successes? Who here got at least one success on the hearing? Right?
Nobody.
I
We
don't-
all botched. Shh.
I'm back. What do we need to do?
Roll with perception and alertness, standard diff for hearing.
Fail.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm seeing a success from Caesar. Oh shit. Sorry, Neil, I need to send something to you.
Rocky has a success.
Yep. Also, I think I see 2 from Adam, or is that for a different role? Oh no.
Daryl, check the Google chat, please. You still succeed. Okay.
Alright, I'm back. What did I miss?
All right, everybody who hasn't rolled it yet, please roll me your perception and alertness standard diff for hearing.
Okay.
Right now, I see Caesar and I see Rocky with successes.
I have one too. I have 2. Scroll
Okay.
up.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Adam's in the
You
lead.
said perception alertness, right? Okie dokie. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun.
Can you top it?
Can you handle it?
I don't know.
Oh.
One success.
Everybody has one success can hear sort of a chittering and chattering. 2 successes are better. You can hear that there's chittering and chattering close to you, and you can actually see the source of it.
What is the source?
The
Beetles.
source. Give me the source.
You see beetles climbing on the bookshelves, some of them underneath the tables, some of them on the ceiling.
Oh, clever. Rex, can you talk to insects?
I can try. Wait,
Rex.
what kind of
Rex?
bugs you talking about? What kind of bugs you talking about?
The big ass beetle, Adam says.
They're regular
Ah,
sized
shit.
beetles.
Oh,
It's the
regular
same
size.
motherfuckers as last time.
What do you mean?
Rex, there's a lot of these.
Them's kindred bugs.
The fuck you mean, kindred bugs?
Be thirsty.
They eat blood.
Oh,
That sounds like a whole lot of reason to get the fuck out of here.
joy. Yeah. So my natural inclination is leaning towards kill it with fire.
Can you handle it? Adam would say.
Maybe.
Can we just go? Whoop.
Everybody, please roll me your perception and alertness again, hearing based. I'm sorry again, Rex.
You suck. Watch me get 2 successes.
5 successes.
No successes, as predicted. Max got 207 successes.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
2 successes.
Four D or 1D for 10.
I got 207 successes, Vinny. Just so you know.
Everybody, look! It's Troil. All right, everybody. Everybody who got 3 or more successes is going to be able to hear gunfire from the way you came. You're then going to hear a. With 5 successes, you can hear footsteps outside the door, and you can look in that direction and see that something is pulling the door closed.
Celerity.
Shit.
Roll initiative, please.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit, son.
Ah!
4.
God damn it.
3.
Wait, did I roll that right?
5.
Ooh, 17.
That is 6. 6 plus 2, 7. 12. Sorry.
You do not have 112, Anthony.
Oh, sorry.
I'm at initiative 9.
What's your dex?
My dex is 3 because of the blood buff right now.
My dex is 4, so I will go first.
Yeah.
So that's the
Oh shit, I also forgot the blood buff.
Holy crap, these guys roll
Keep in
twice.
mind, if you're rolling your dex, don't forget the -1 also from
Oh,
the
yeah. No, that's,
from the
that's right.
Kevlar, so it
Yes.
balances out.
That's
Oh,
just
my
dice rolls. That
goodness.
doesn't reflect penalty, right? Or reflect initiative, right?
It affects your dex
Should.
directly. Yeah.
Yeah, it directly, like, it's for all dex rolls with your Kevlar.
All right.
Okay. Cool. So I'm good then.
God, these guys rolled like butts.
You're good anyway. You have an initiative of 17.
I know. Oh,
Oh, wait, that's right. I did forget to take that down. Craig is also at a 7.
Oh, craps.
What's your dex, Craig?
Right now, it's effectively 5.
Jesus. Okay, you go first.
The blood.
We are made men by the blood.
We are
Undone
united in the blood.
by the
Yo.
blood.
Totally gonna do that in Dark Ages. I love that quote from Bloodborne. Love that song too. Do my ass and my sorcerer if Garland dies. So ready to do that.
Easy. Wow, that was awful for these guys. Okay.
Has someone recorded initiative?
Yeah, if someone would please do that, I would appreciate it.
I'll get right on it. Do we have the stuff for the NPCs? Just so.
I'm putting it in right now.
Thank you. Oh, my waffle maker's done.
I'm at 10 blood.
Now, did I miss anybody? I have Rocky at 14, Opal at 17, Craig at 8, Anthony at 12, Rex at 9, Caesar at 9, and Mitchell at 7. So I want to make sure I got all the players. So that should be everybody then.
yep, I think that's all of us.
All right, just remember that if any NPC has the same initiative as the players, it goes after the players.
Alrighty.
Because you all are the stars of this show.
Yeah, I actually got downgraded to a 7 there, Daryl.
Alright, then I believe you went ahead because you had Dex 5, right?
Yeah, I went ahead of the other 7, dude.
You mean Robbie?
Oh,
Who?
thought it was
Wait,
Mitchell.
Has a name.
it's over Mitchell, not Robbie.
But
Shit.
Max.
What is phone?
My dad's not a phone.
Duh.
Seven. Oh, and there is 6. Oh, if you want to go, this may take me a little bit, but I have everything set up. So if you want to continue on, I'll make sure to tell everybody who goes.
Sure. All right, so for the interior group, it is going to take you 2 actions to get to the door. They will require 6 successes to shut the door on a standard strength athletics check. Is everyone clear on this?
Yes, sir.
So, Opal,
Yes.
you are going first. What would you like to do?
Okay. So we got people coming in behind us with gunfire, right?
Pardon? You hear gunfire, you hear a bit of an explosion, and the doors are shutting.
Okay, and that's coming from behind us.
Yes.
And we got the people in the room.
You got the Beatles in the room.
All right.
Get to the door.
She's starting to
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, Opal's gonna get to the door, and and she's gonna see if she can line up a shot with that heavy pistol she took.
Okay, it's 2 actions to actually get to the door, to get it within range of the door to do anything at the door.
Okay.
So meaning if you
And-
wanted to take a standard action and a celerity action to get there, that's how you get to the door.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do then.
Okay. Next up is Rocky Horror.
How long have you been waiting for that?
Longer than you think.
You know what? I'm gonna use that shit because that's beautiful. Yeah, I'm using my turn to get there.
Okay. Enemy 3 is not going to do anything at the moment because they can't. They're currently a bit tied up. Next up is Adam.
Is talking a free action?
Yeah.
He will turn to Rex. Rex, what's the game plan?
We're not gonna walk along these tiles if we're gonna be shot at. Enemies take priority.
With that, I will spend 2 points of blood to activate celerity 2.
Okay.
And I will take out my shotgun and I will make a dash to the door.
Run, Barry, run! It's a Flash reference.
I know, I got it.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
All right, next up is Rex.
I see how it is.
Making the trek back, but since I don't have celerity, that'll be the first turn.
Okay.
I will, however, let me look at something real quick. No, I'm gonna keep that. I will blood buff my strength again, if I may.
Remember, keep track of your hunger. Pretty please.
Doing it in real time.
Good man. All right. Next up is Caesar.
I will follow in suit to the rest of the party, but as I'm doing it, I am belling out a roar to gather animals to my aid. Let's see if anything responds down here.
You can take the action to call animals to your aid. That would take up your turn because you'd be
Alright.
activating Animalism 1.
Also, you have to role play out your roar.
Yeah.
Robbie.
It's Animalism 2, by the way, but yes.
Do it.
I'm trying to think. I am going to stick with the cat idea, so I'm going to... Give me a second once I remember how much dice I have.
Because it ended so well for the last cat.
I don't remember. I didn't get attacked by the cat. I just think it said "fuck you" and walked away. So,
It's your Charisma Survival difficulty 6.
okay, yeah, that's what it was. Sorry. And yes, I have. And like out of Metal Gear Solid 3, just really
There we
sharp.
go.
And that's 2.
2 successes. So with 2 successes, 1/4 of the animals within earshot respond. What do you or well, they just come to you. Yeah. So a fair number of those scare beetles come right at you.
Okay. They seem friendly, or they just seem to have their attention on me.
They have their attention on you. You're not unsure of their motives at the moment.
Okay, then is somebody else's turn, or I have to think of something?
It's someone else's turn.
It is enemy 2.
Enemy 2. Enemy 2 will hold their action.
Enemy 4.
Enemy 4 is going to roll its strength and brawl. Or strength athletics to try and shut the door. So,
Remember, it needs 6 successes.
I do.
Hashtag double standard.
It has 3.
Jesus fuck!
Jesus Christ. That is a lot of dice.
Well,
Take me home tonight.
All right, next up is Craig.
Craig spends his turn going towards the noises at the door.
Mitchell.
I'm gonna spend a point of blood for celerity and run towards the door.
All right.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Enemy 5.
Oh man, gotta go fast. Rolling around at the speed of sound.
I
gotta
feel
go fast.
bad. Enemy 5.
Yeah, terrible person, Vinny.
I feel bad just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
door
yeah?
comes slamming shut with a loud.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Shoryuken!
The fuck? These guys are so high dice pool.
You'll see. You'll see.
Ugh.
You know, if you take the mask off of Vinny, you'll actually find Amachan.
All right,
Does
so
that mean I have beautiful Turkish women in my life?
We can arrange that.
Sad, I love you.
Touche.
Gabe,
God,
gain a point of conviction.
So as the door slams shut and it settles, from the other side you're going to hear a tong, tong, tong as someone knocks on it. And you will simply hear a voice from the other side. Cammies. How's it going in there?
Do we recognize
Open
the voice?
door.
You've never heard the voice before.
Can we try to open the door?
Sure.
I'm gonna try and open the door.
All right.
I guess
Roll
are
your
we still in
strength athletics.
initiative? What's happening?
We are not currently in initiative. However, if we go back into it, if you get the door open, we will come back in at that initiative. How's that sound?
But what happens to the celerity act? Never mind. Okay.
They're faster.
Whatever.
Let's see.
Yeah, Opal's gonna try to help get this door open.
2 successes.
All right.
Vinny,
See.
Ooh.
1.
can I say that Rocky is at the other end of the room taking aim towards the door while they're...
If you would like, he may.
Yes, please.
3 successes.
That makes
Alright.
6.
Together we have 6 successes.
You feel that there is a tug of war going on at the moment
Oh, hell no.
with the door.
Rocky could
Fucking
probably
shit.
Craig, would you like to throw your lot into this?
I mean, I can.
You only need two. You only need two. Caesar, you're more than welcome to pull as well.
I wouldn't put too much money on Craig's physical prowess. However,
you guys managed to pull the door open.
you're gonna get shot.
Soak for
No.
lethal.
You don't get shot. What you see
You get your dick sucked.
is a
Oh,
large gestalt being standing in front of you with three other individuals standing there, one of which is tied up and a bit bloody.
I see your shit, blood brothers. I see it.
Huh.
Just play the Pillarmen theme now.
The one with the long hair and the longer fingernails stands there with his hands open. Well, looks like you managed to outstrength Mr. Brutus here. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, people don't expect a lot of shit from me.
Well, it was just you. That's impressive.
She doesn't
So-
say anything.
Seeing as found ourselves in a bit of a situation here, we could fight, or we could talk. It's up to you.
About what?
You're not the only one, Cammy, that's looking for what's left behind by the Setites.
Is
The
that
Pug
so?
Uglies. The Pug
I know.
Uglies have an interest.
There's
Um,
beetles. Do you want beetles?
We want everything.
And
Everything.
without
Really?
And in the Beatles.
Oh, fuck this. Let's get paralytic and fight.
Apparently, this is what's happening. I guess
You know-
fuck it.
Opal's just gonna shake her head and look at the long-haired one with the fingernails. Sorry, I told him to find his balls earlier, and I guess this is the time he's decided he's gonna take them out of his purse.
We're fighting now. Like, as Opal is talking, Craig is going to go stab someone.
All right, here
What
we
the
go.
fuck?
Back into initiative.
Does Anthony still get his celerity actions?
I will let Anthony and Opal have their celerity actions.
All right then.
So you guys may
Rank
have a
them as
free
well, then.
round. Oh, that's shit, yeah. Anybody who's fit for celerity can have their shit.
All right.
Okay.
Opal, you go first because you're highest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are you going after? There's 4 standing, 1 tied up.
There's also Craig.
You're gonna attack Craig? Why?
I mean, you don't have to attack him. You can pull him back. It's not always about attacking.
This is true. If you want to, if Opal still wants to treat, she can try and grab a hold of Craig. If they're looking to parlay.
I mean, what does Greg want to? What does Rex want to do?
Close the door. Like they wanted it closed in the first place.
The door.
He doesn't to clarify, he doesn't have the celerity to say this because like he is moving at normal people speed, and then we have all these speedsters.
Right.
So
And Rex is way the fuck back there.
I feel like there's too much discussion for the ham train.
What would Rex do?
Rex
close the damn door.
In this situation, what would Rex do? Opal's pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure Rex would fight.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
Rex is. Rex
I told you what Rex would do.
You guys gonna shut the door behind Craig?
Yeah, and we.
Are we
we
closing the
already,
door behind Craig, and Craig is just left there on his own?
I mean, look at that fucking Tom Cruise in Interview with a Vampire looking motherfucker. He's probably an elder.
Or it's just Tom Cruise. Either way, equally dangerous.
Could be.
So
Those
Vinny,
lawsuits,
how
bro.
are these people lined up?
Okay,
It's
so
lost.
at the center is Mongo, and Mongo is the big one.
Uh-huh.
How are we gonna take down Mongo? That's a good question, guys.
The one with the long hair is standing to Mongo's right. The one with the mask is standing to his left. Standing to the right of Hair, who the only person here who knows them are Craig and Rex, is the one that looks like she's a moving corpse.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Those two are a little bit further back from the rest.
To those of you that know Rex, you can hear just echoes of what he had said earlier today to Caesar. Don't do it. He ain't worth it.
Yeah, Opal.
Can you hang on a second, Vinny? Can you do me a solid and bring Mongo back up on screen? Maybe that'll activate some common sense in here. That man,
I don't
right
know.
there. Look at that. No. Take a second. That man is a 9 to 10 times gold Olympic athlete. He is quite literally ripped. And he is happy to see each and every one of us.
And Rex was chasing around money and corpse water while freaky shit was happening, and he wasn't bothered by it.
They were our level. Look at this shit. I am the size of his bicep.
All right. You know what, Vinny?
Yeah. Do
I'm
you
gonna
have
reach-
common sense, Opal?
I feel
I
like
don't think I
Opal
do.
has the opposite of common
I
sense.
feel like I don't have common sense. I do not have common sense.
Proceed.
Jesus fuck.
However, Opal actually does want to parlay with these people. So she is going to scruff Craig
I
and hold him.
Okay, roll it.
Okay, roll it.
That would be a shit. Would that be a grapple?
That would be a grapple.
Yeah.
Please initiate a grapple with each other.
Strength brawl
Oh
resistance.
boy,
It's alright, I don't have a very big strength ball pool.
that's okay. I've got a decent one.
If you can beat
Watch this be the time.
get 4+.
He fucking hulks out, says, "Nah, I'm gonna cut that bitch."
Nah, man, the Olympics ain't shit.
Alright. Oh,
you beat
look at
Craig?
that.
The time.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
So Craig throws Opal off of him and looks at her with a look of betrayal and looks at them, looks at her, and says,
You can swear that Mongo is just
Can-
mouthing.
Can you give us a minute?
1 second.
Opal will put a hand up with just one finger on it. One.
Just a second.
Mongo looks very confused. Oh!
Hold on, big guy. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Meanwhile, you can put your shoulder back in place.
He sees all of them. And he just looks at Hair. What the fuck are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Mistress left.
Oh,
Mistress
honey.
left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or the
Oh,
maiden left. Sorry. Been a little while.
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Soak 5. No.
Oh, that's sad. Well, you look like you're getting on in the world.
Found this one poking on around Staten Island. Rather lost.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Shut the fucking door! Now that the situation has dawned on Craig.
Vinny,
Uh-huh.
because I was
Are
already
you
named.
are you about to pull a lever?
No, I'm just gonna say, while they are trying to close the door, anyone from that group who's trying to get inside or keep resisting to keep the door open is gonna get a bullet in the head.
Okay. They will not try and stop you.
Okay.
They're just shutting the door.
However, there is a sound of disappointment coming from Mongo. Ah!
Go home.
Ah!
Go win the Olympics again, you big ass bitch.
I'm just gonna close the door since I'm on Solaria. Fuck it.
I won't make you guys roll for it.
Like,
You guys can shut the door.
Like, well then, close.
I know, where were we?
The
Tiles
about
and
to-
beetles and shit.
Yeah, there's Whoa, Caesar, what
Caesar,
are you
great
doing?
Caesar's ghost. You were covered in beetles.
Dad, remember that
Caesar's ghost.
episode of King of the Hill where he was covered in ants?
Wait, what happened? Because I swear, I was paying attention. Mongo, door, what happened? I know I got the Beatles' attention. What happened?
The door shut, or they decided to shut the door. Now you've got beetles all over you.
I thought they were just looking at me. That's what
No.
you said last time.
They like you. They have crawled up on you.
So they're not eating me. That's the biggest thing.
They're not eating you at current.
All right. So I didn't even know I had enough time to walk up to the door. So I'm at the door covered in beetles, seeing this bullshit happen. And I am still filled with the rage of loss. And that's still
no.
And
I don't know what to do in this situation.
shall we just cruise past the fucking beetles?
Yeah.
Let's try that.
I mean, I don't. I think they're all on. Caesar, are they your armor now?
not very good armor. They're not. I don't think they're that tough.
Alright, so while everybody's talking, I'm gonna spend my next celerity action, the one I have banked since I spent 2 blood, going back to the room.
You guys are effectively out of initiative. And you're back in the library. And aside from the beetles crawling all over Caesar, pretty quiet and calm and tranquil, except for the sounds of Mongo being of the individuals outside trying to calm Mongo down. He seems
Maybe-
to be beside himself.
Maybe Mongo is going to fight them. That'll be great. Ah, shit, I should have used aggression.
You should have.
Hang on. Is there a line of sight limit on that?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Question: is there a window back there, or is there?
No. It's the best picture I could find.
Is there a
Okay.
crack under the door?
There is a door at the far end of the room. It has a stairwell that looks like it goes down.
Oh, we were talking about the Mongo door.
Oh, the Mongo door? The Mongo door is shut, and the Mongo door does not have a crack.
Fuck.
I have an idea. Douchey, but it might work.
All right. Be a douche. What's your idea?
Maybe you could talk to the beetles and send them underneath the door to go terrorize the Sabbat.
That was the plan, but if they're already disconnected, I think we should just take this time to hopefully find the stuff and get out. And I don't know how well they can really swarm them through looking at the door. Is it like earth? Is it earth the door, or is there a small crack?
Yeah, there's a
Ain't
little
no
bit,
crack.
a little bit of crack.
There's crack. Oh.
Just
I-
send it through the door.
Send them through the door.
Then I will speak in a chittering notion to the beetles. You guys hungry?
Roll me your
Animal kin? Charisma animal kin?
manipulation animal kin difficulty 8.
May I assist?
You may.
Right, manipulation, animal kin. All right.
Willpower.
Spend that willpower.
Yeah, I'll spend a willpower. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll, and that is one success.
Yeah. That is 5 successes.
Jesus Christ.
Those beetles are kind of like, debating whether or not they want to, do anything that Caesar says. They all suddenly turn and look at Rex. Sir, yes, sir!
Motherfucker, that's what I thought.
Question, looking at the books, wow. I can't, know what? I'm gonna hold my action. I want to see how this shit resolves.
Rex is the alpha beetle.
The queen beetle.
He's Queen Bee, so.
That would make my knife if that thing Winston berserks and kills everyone outside.
Well, I look over to Rex, and
What does the queen want? What does the queen want?
I look over to Rex like, you have their attention.
Queen!
Yo, there's this big ass gray looking motherfucker, multi Olympic medal wearing bitch ass fucking Zangief looking motherfucker. I want you to find his asshole and bite it.
The beetles seem to all lift their hands in unison. It's all in unison so much that there's actually like a little sound of them all going, saluting, going, shh. And they begin a mad dash back towards the door. And then moments later, you hear, "Ah! I hit my singlet! Ah!"
Don't take
I look
this
over
from
to
me,
Rex
Benny.
and look over to Adam.
No, Daryl,
I
wait.
think that worked.
Wait. Don't take this from me, Vinny. What happened? Narrate this for me, damn it. Don't take this from me.
So the Beatles go marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah. And
5.
they all line up at the door. And you hear one of them go,
Right.
and they all in unison climb underneath the bottom of the door. And in the moment after that, you hear the sounds of someone heavy stomping around, making out just bestial noises as he starts swinging wildly. The door rattles. You hear the one with the long, luxurious hair going, "No, no, Mongo, no, Mongo, no, bad." Craig, you hear the sound of Hair crying out as she is possibly hit. And you just hear more of that on the outside as the sound of Mongo getting further and further away, going back up the tunnel, echoes out.
So Opal will look at Rex. You know, I kind of wanted to parlay with them, but this is actually way more entertaining.
I learned that shit from Jinx.
She'll hold a hand up for Rex to high five. Is she cool enough to get a high five from Rex?
Oh yeah.
Caesar brings up to the party. I'm not the only one that heard that horn noise. Beetles can't do that.
I told you, man. These is kindred beetles.
Robbie, I love you. I just want you to know that.
Can I have an intelligence academics to read what's on the books, on the shelves?
Absolutely.
I'm really tempted to ask you to zoom in because, like, I actually see covers and I really like.
Upon closer inspection, it is actually like a DVD store.
Aha!
Because I could see Kiss of the Dragon on one of them.
I was gonna say it's like it looks like manga. It just looks like all manga.
Look, this thing was in my pictures reserve under set pieces library.
I mean that works. It is a library. It's just not a library of books.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. All right, that's cool, Daryl.
Yo, I need you to watch the door in case shit happens. It's important. Rocky, you do it too.
Will do. Begin watching the door.
Okay. All right. With 2 successes, these books are mostly leather-bound, just manuscripts. You open them up, and they seem to be accountings of the city. Most of them are handwritten, from what you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple of the books that you pick up are from like 1970.
Okay.
If you look at the next one, like the next shelf over, they go back into the 60s, so on and so forth. And there's a lot of shelves. Looks like there's a fair amount of history written down in these in this hall.
Adam will say, "Looks like history, Rex."
Man, I don't give a fuck about history.
Eloquent. He just puts the book back like.
Somebody else might. Anybody who wants brownie points might as well take them.
Bag.
Actually, you know what? Some of those books that look like they're history books, Opal's gonna start picking them up and putting them in her bag.
There's a lot. Like
Hey,
a lot.
She'll grab probably 5 or 6.
Okay.
Towards the like more older stuff, Adam will take maybe 5 or 6 and throw them into his duffel bag.
Seems that they go back to about 1875.
Rex will take the first book that has titties in it.
None of the books have titties in them.
Rex doesn't take any books.
I guess we'll start back from the 1800s and just kind of take a few from like the older dates.
Like I said, it goes back as far as 1875.
I guess Opal's probably gonna start somewhere with like 1950 and go through like First and Second World War.
These are all just accountings of the city. Some of them include sort of goings on of the sort of the criminal underworld, so to speak, like the current state of the mobs, depending on how far back you go, the drug trade, things like this. It's all fairly general information, just with a more of a very much kindred perspective.
All right.
All right.
Anything shiny or money looking?
Not on this level now.
Shit.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and ask this, Vinny.
Mhm.
Is there anything that looks like it might be written with some kind of unique or occult alphabet?
No.
Vinny.
Mhm.
Aura perception. I'm looking for just a wild guess since the first magical thing we saw was probably something that was warded and weird.
Mhm.
Besides the stuff that's on the floor that I told everybody to watch out for. I'm gonna see if I just pick up like a trail or something.
Go ahead and roll me your orb perception again.
And you spend willpower on disciplines or no?
No.
Okay. Well, that's a failure.
So yeah, you guys look through this. This pretty much looks like it's just an archives.
Rex is ready to go to the next room. No monies, no titties, no interest.
All right. Well, you come to the next door, and it's just a doorway. The doors look like they've been broken down. They're in pieces. But there's a stairway that goes down. Would you like to take the stairway down?
Yes.
After an aura perception.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
One success.
Along the center and left side, there are more of the glyphs all the way down on each step. So if you stay completely to the right, you'll be fine.
He'll point it out to Rex, like, stay towards your right. Watch out for the glyphs. Pointing them out.
Good looking out, B.
Got you.
And Rex and Craig, you should be familiar.
Yeah, I met him before.
God damn it, Robbie.
Hey Rex, it's your favorite.
Oh.
Booby trap stairs?
No. You're gonna love this.
How is this made in like 1600?
Nah,
Look for the
it
plaque.
was
Look for
made
the
in
plaque.
Mexico.
There's a plaque?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the plaque? There a plaque, Vinny?
No plaque.
It'll
It's in
be
the
here
next room.
somewhere.
We gotta go past the titties.
I don't.
Nah, man, look at the ceiling, look at the floor. You tell me you ain't seen no titties. You lying.
Okay, so I see something that looks like either a gigantic skin tag or a gigantic nipple. That doesn't necessarily. Oh, wait, no, I see it now.
That's
You
a
gotta
titty.
focus your eyes a little. Yeah, if you unfocus your eyes a little bit, it's a titty.
Adam remembers the first time he did a full sculpture, like a naked sculpting of someone who came to class, and oh my God, look, it's a titty. He remembers this. He sighs to himself.
All right. So you see that spot in the middle there on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
There's like
What up with
a
it?
puzzle. We gotta solve the puzzle, and the treasure's inside. If you fuck it up, a bad shit happens.
It's gonna blow up at our faces, isn't it?
Pretty much.
What was the puzzle about last time?
It was like a match of symbols. It's
Magic.
like a safe combination.
Well, I ain't a safe cracker.
Nah, the code's on the door.
Why
Alright.
would? All right, that's not a safe, Rex. Safes don't have codes on the door.
Nah, the code's on the door. You go back to the ground, titty, And you put in a code.
Robbie, I love Rex.
Me too.
Round two.
All right, so Mitchell's gonna look around in the room. What is specifically do we find or do we see?
Well, you do find a dais in the center of the room,
Titty.
and it definitely has 3 concentric rings that look like they are separate from the main structure of the setting.
A
But you can
titty.
definitely move around. On the far end of the room, almost straight forward from the dais, there's a doorway. However, the door is in pieces.
In pieces.
Yes. Doorway is open, but the door itself is in pieces.
Or
I'm
perception.
That's
guessing
supposed to be
this is
what,
part of the puzzle.
I think somebody got angry and said, "Fuck the puzzle."
Does the puzzle have
mean-
anything to do with the door, Rex?
Last place we was at, the code was on the door.
Oh, so it's that door. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Is it safe to walk here, or do we throw rocks to trigger traps?
No,
Can I-
you good. Last time the door had a trap on it, but he just kind of points at the demolished door.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna walk over towards the door and check it out.
Should I check to see if anything's behind the door before you face check it, Mitchell?
Go ahead.
Vinny,
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
Opal's gonna aura perception the dais.
Round titty.
God damn it, Robbie. Nothing within the door or the door itself, and nothing in the immediate area of the doorway.
All right, we good.
Oh, wait. 2 successes.
The rings themselves are not. They don't have any wards on them, from what you can tell.
Okay.
Is Mitchell going to check out the doorway?
Yeah, if there's nothing lighting up, he's gonna go and see what's cooking.
There is a spiral staircase that heads down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And the door itself. Wait, Vinny.
Mhm.
Is there a plaque?
There is not a plaque. There's a spot on the wall where it looks like there was once a plaque, but the plaque is gone.
Rex, the plaque is gone.
Fuck.
What was on the plaque? Was it
Made in
important?
Mexico.
What the fuck?
I make my way down the steps before,
Wait,
or
hold-
looking for traps.
Basically, the last place we came to like this, it was produced by like a company in 2001.
was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I know, right? It was a real letdown. Traps are real, though. They'll happen.
All right. So has that dais been opened yet, or some shit, or what?
I mean, I can't tell. It doesn't look.
Craig,
There is nothing magical about it that I can see.
Craig and Rex, you remember that last time when you solved Diaz's puzzle, that the actual orb at the top came down, and the eye on it opened up, letting you get what was inside. The eye itself is the vault.
the vault.
Well, yeah, but
open?
we had to activate the code on the ground titty.
You did.
Alright, so when you get the code on the ground titty, the ceiling titty is gonna open up.
Damn.
All right.
Well then, let's twist this titty.
All right.
I like you.
Before we do that, I'm gonna take a look at the ceiling titty and see what it's doing.
Adam, you went down, right?
And
Alright.
I'm aura percepting, looking for traps as I made my way down.
There are no traps to be seen. However, there is a faint glow which looks like it's obscured by the actual ceiling, the vault in the ceiling.
Continue down.
Okay. When you get down there, there's rubble everywhere. And more importantly, there are husks, bodies, dried out, mummified, not by process, but just by all fluid and moisture being sapped out of the bodies. Laying there in macabre states and left with expressions of terror and horror.
Another aura perception to see if anything's alive down here. If that's okay, Vinny.
Yeah.
No successes.
Okay.
Can I try for an alertness?
Please do.
Three successes.
Only thing you hear is really the footsteps and echoes of people upstairs talking.
All
It is
right.
otherwise silent down here.
I activate heightened senses for sight
Okay.
and investigation.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to go back upstairs for a minute.
Gotcha.
All right. So, you see the dais on the ground. You see that it has 3 rings. There's any number of combinations that you could do.
Is there something we can piece together from the door? Like, can we try to put the door back?
Yeah, if you want to. Intelligence Enigmas, it's standard diff. Otherwise, it will be Intelligence Academics, difficulty 8.
I mean, vampires don't have enigmas on their sheet.
It would be a secondary skill.
Oh, okay.
Intelligence, academics, diff 8.
And this can be a group effort.
All right. What did you say the dice pool was, Vinny?
Can I
Intelligence
spend a
Academics.
damn?
Intelligence academics?
Can I
Difficulty 8.
spend a point of willpower on this, Vinny?
Yes, you may.
I would love to help out with this. Oh wait, no, I do. There it is. Academics 2. Okay, never mind.
I have 3 successes.
3 successes. I see 2 out of Rex.
Yeah, you do.
I'm proud of Rex today.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2,
5
Nothing
total.
for me.
5 total.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's as good as it
it's
can be.
It's enough. You guys put it together, and you guys find the combination to the dais.
So if you put that ring right over there and twist that titty right over there, then you should get it, all coming down.
Okay.
Yup.
So
Come on, Opal. Give me that milk money.
So as you guys,
Opal bites her tongue and just keeps doing the combination.
Yeah, I said it.
combination into place. And just as before, Craig and Rex, the pillars around you begin to twist. They sort of rotate, and as they do, the dais up top begins to rotate, and slowly but surely, the vault lowers down until it is at sort of chest level, and the eye slowly opens, revealing inside a book. This one looks to be with a cover of obsidian, with gold plates around the edges and a lock.
All right, now be careful.
First book.
This isn't one of those books that's gonna like.
Is this one of them
Summon.
Harry Potter books that eat your face as soon as you touch it?
Nah, bro. You ever seen the second Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the beginning when he had the bag of sand?
I can see where you're going with this.
So, it's booby trapped.
I fucks with you.
What? So,
Do
as
we
I
have like a different object? In fact, I should probably go down there and look for one.
mean, I got books in my bag, but I don't know how heavy that one is. It looks like it's made out of rock or something.
Craig will go down the spiral staircase.
Spiral staircase?
Yeah.
All right, you go down there and you find Adam down there.
Okay.
Can I have my investigation, Vinny?
Yeah, go ahead and roll, please.
Okay. Miraculously, no successes.
You guys been roasting up until now.
Yep.
The Discord karma has twisted into the opposite of our favor.
The titty has been twisted.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't get it twisted.
We're all adults,
no!
guys. We're all adults. Just saying.
All right. So, Craig, when you get down there, and Adam, as you're looking around, you don't find anything of note. The only thing that you really could get a beat on was the vault hanging from the ceiling.
He will look towards Craig and say, "I didn't see anything, but maybe 2 eyes are better than one. Maybe we can give it another once over."
I mean, I have a pretty good idea where to look already.
Where are we looking?
These are mass-produced rooms. It'll be the same thing all over again. The door to the next section, or at least what's left of it, should have the code to this section. Just gotta find the fucking door.
Can I try again, Vinny?
You may certainly.
That is 3 successes.
All right, with 3 successes. Looking around the dais in the second room,
Mm.
you it's somewhat damaged, but you do find a switch.
Found the
Would you like
switch.
Would you like to press it?
No. I'll call Craig over. Found the switch.
Craig just tries to think about this for a minute.
Around the switch, you do see what look to be hieroglyphics.
There
Be
we
more
go.
specific. I wanna
Craig,
be-
do you know anybody who knows hieroglyphics?
Does, but he doesn't have cell signal down here.
Are you sure?
I mean, what is this, Jack? Anybody else hear that?
Yeah.
That's just
Cell
that
signal
was
down there?
perfectly well timed.
Come on.
Hold on, was that Adam?
That was beautiful.
I mean, does he have Jack Bauer's phone?
You have a signal. It's not strong, but there's a signal down here. You're not that deep down.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't expect this. This is like... It's like this phone was written by somebody who worked on 24. I'm gonna do some shady shit. Go stare at the titty or something. And fucking Craig tries to call.
Your first attempt fails, but the second one goes through. And a familiar voice, the far more polite voice of the two, answers. Evening, Craig. How are you this evening?
I've had a night. You're smart, right?
I feel like this might be a trap.
I mean, trap, academic question. Yeah. Do you know hieroglyphics?
Yes.
Because I'm staring at what I'm pretty sure are hieroglyphics. While some people can make sense of bird, wavy line, arrow. That dog? It's like a dog. I cannot.
Do me a favor and hit FaceTime.
Okay.
And a moment later, the call hangs up. And then a few moments later, the FaceTime call starts.
Seriously though, is that a dog?
Are you pointing the camera down there?
Yeah. Like,
She looks at it. No. Move some of those rocks out of the way.
okay.
Bless this shrine with the blood of kings.
Aww. Thanks.
No problem. If you wouldn't mind taking some pictures while you're down there, I would love to see what one of these places looks like.
What is that? I think the signal's breaking. He hangs up.
Damn. Stone cold. Stone cold, Bob.
He'll make it up to her later. Craig, to the altar, looks kind of upset with his life, really. Okay. This is gonna get weird.
How so?
Craig will go to the titty lock.
There is an impression for what looks to be a hand.
Craig, actually, I imagine by now, with all the shit he's been asked to do, that sword has long been sheathed. So with his hands free, if I lose my fucking hand, I'm gonna be so fucking upset. Let me tell you how upset I'm gonna be. And he puts his hand in the impression.
There is a
YOLO.
very sharp and sudden pain as a golden spike comes right up through your hand. Please take one lethal.
Yeah, but did you? Ooh, that hurts so much. You have no idea how much this fucking hurts. Oh my fucking god. My
Hey, yo,
fucking
what the
hand.
fuck? What the fuck?
Eddie looks up at Anthony's Toreador.
Look at my fucking hand.
And he looks back at, look at my fucking hand, and he just keeps going back and forth. My fucking hand, look at the fucking hand. Oh, fuck.
The same expression that my character has right now is the same expression he gives you. What have we learned?
I am impaled again.
Why did you put your dick there? He just looks at you very monotone.
Science. I did it for fucking science.
Work.
This was an experiment and it ended in impalement.
Mm.
And then there's another shot of pain as the spike retracts.
Oh, come the fuck on! Ugh. Ooh, ooh. And you'll use a point of blood to heal it.
What you doing down there?
I unlocked something by getting stabbed in the fucking hand.
You okay?
And
Yeah.
and the volume or the vault begins to lower down until it is at chest level, and the eye opens, and inside is a book with obsidian trims, a lock, and looks to be made from jade.
Perception. You don't touch things.
You don't need to aura perception that thing. That thing is magical.
Well, can I get perception alertness because I.e. traps?
Yeah, go for it.
So,
Actually, roll me investigation.
Okay.
so Craig will not take pictures of this book situation going on there,
Mm-hmm.
but he will take pictures of like some of the more interesting bas reliefs and more hieroglyphics because he's starting to feel bad that he hung up on her.
3 successes.
It looks like that there is a release inside. It looks like there's 2 prongs that you have to press down. If you try and pull this thing up, it would probably set off something. But those 2 prongs look to be safety releases.
If I do have one of the old books that I picked up from upstairs.
Those are made of leather. This one has a solid cover.
Okay. Actually, intelligence enigmas?
Do you have enigmas?
I do.
Please roll.
Spending a point of willpower. Second one for the night.
Make sure you're keeping track.
I am. Oh my god. 1 success with the willpower.
If you were to press down on those prongs, that would probably open them. However, those prongs do look sharp. They would probably require a blood price. And given what you saw before, it did say the blood of kings.
Looks back at looks back at the Ventru.
What do you want?
You're about to get hurt again, not gonna lie to you. See how good I am?
Craig drinks his flask. I know there's 3 blood points in there.
Mm-hmm.
Craig is going to imbibe them.
Okay.
And Adam is going to say, do not touch the book. You see those things, the prongs at the bottom?
Yeah.
Put your hands and grip right there.
Swear the fuck I did. And he does it.
And they puncture through through each finger all the way through the fingernail.
God fucking
this is
There's my big boy.
Oh!
the
this is not
boo boo baby. It's gonna be
fucking
okay.
shit. Why the fuck is it always me who gets stabbed in these things?
The boo boo baby. It's okay.
Not okay. Look at this. Look at it.
Craig,
Yes.
as you're sitting there and you're caterwauling, Adam's voice becomes more distant and like an echo.
Ah!
And the world around you begins to go a bit dark. You can still see
Oh,
the...
hang on. Are you saying that Craig is currently in a world of darkness?
Take 3
Well,
unsinkable
honey, I
Rex.
love you.
Oh
I can
my
take it.
god. Okay. Let's do this. I'm intrigued.
So, Craig, as you're standing there, and as you are holding on to this pain, the world falls away, slowly but surely. There's only you, knelt on sand. There are stone walls all around you, stone corridors, lit only by the faintest of candlelight. And as you look around, everything seems to be spacey and dreamy. Everything seems to echo, and there seems to be whispers all around you. And when you look around and then you turn your head directly forward, you see a set of eyes peering at you.
So is Craig like still holding on to the thingies?
Yes. Well, no. In your world, you're
There are no
sat
thingies.
there like you're on your like knees with your hands upon your knees.
Okay.
Adam, Craig
Mhm.
just looks kind of blank right now, like he's kind of zoned out.
He finally stopped bitching though.
He did finally stop bitching.
So he's gonna be like, "Oh, well, all right then. What's the book look like?"
Like I said, it's a jade covered book with a lock and obsidian trim.
No. Like, does it look like anything switched once he did the thing?
Oh, there was a little bit of a click.
Attempt to pick it up
Book comes out very very easily.
into the bag.
Meanwhile, in not Kansas anymore.
The whispers, the voice, the face is obscured all but the eyes and the direct area where you're looking. And the whispers are in a language you don't understand, but you can feel 2 cold, dead hands grip either side of your face.
Okay. We're being touchy. Why are we being touchy?
Do I hear this?
No, you do not.
No,
Craig.
like Craig. Wait.
You know, Craig's lights are on, but nobody's home.
No, like, is he like? Am I hearing him like
Oh,
utter
no,
words?
I think we're in
No.
Craig Brain World.
We're in Craig Brain World.
Gotcha.
And the eyes narrow slightly. You can almost get this unsettling sensation of a smile from the other eyes, or from the set of eyes, from the face. And then throughout all the words that you hear, they begin to come to a fever pitch. Please roll me your willpower.
Okay.
Difficulty 8.
Let me look up what his willpower is. I don't know why, man. I've just not been a great memorizer of sheets lately. But thankfully it's right in front of me. Okay, he's got a willpower of 6, so my botch. Who knows? My botch.
Might not.
I'm probably gonna botch.
I'm not gonna botch. Don't be a baby. Don't be a baby.
I did not. I got 1 success.
1 success. You don't start muttering just gibberish. But you do get a few words in amongst the amongst all the increasing sounds, the increasing voices. Among the screams, you can see on the periphery of your eyes, you can see this room and the people screaming out as life is just drained from them where they stand. And you hear 4 distinct words. You hear Sutek, and then you hear Ah Hey Lilitu.
Yas, bitch.
And then you're back in this world.
Craig! Oh my god, Craig!
What? Fuck!
Craig, what the fuck? You okay? Torio slapping you in the face gently.
I don't know how much lethal do I have on me right now? That's a good question.
Just 1 total
Oh,
from
just the
both
1
fingers.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. Craig looks down at his situation and looks back at the Toreador. You found anything to replace this with yet? Because it hurts.
We're gonna take you back upstairs, alright? Let's go.
Okay, we don't know what's going to happen if I let go of the thing and there's not a thing to hold the thing.
It's already... Actually, how much of a dick should I be right now?
Bruh.
Can I actually... You know what? Fuck it. Spin the wheel. Adam will say, whatever you did, something happened.
Oh. Okay.
And you're not here right now. Well, you started murmuring something. I didn't understand you. And quite frankly, I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Fuck it, I'm gonna let it go. What's the worst that could happen? And
I
he
don't
lets it
know a
go.
lot. Did you not see the bodies? Are we really going to play this game, Craig?
Craig has already let them go.
Aside from having to pull your thumbs with the fingernails impaled off the spikes?
Yeah. Oh, Vinny, you're giving me the shivers and the shakes right now. Just that idea.
That is it. That's all that happens. You pull them away.
Yeah,
They're sickle, or the things are seem to be satiated with blood.
he'll spend the blood to heal the 1 lethal, and look around. I don't think anything mechanical did this.
What the fuck you think did it? I don't want to touch anything now.
I don't know, but nothing mechanical. Listen, like, I've seen 2 of these places now, and the way that they're structured, they were built with a purpose. Okay, and I guarantee you that purpose wasn't to kill everybody here. Maybe the stupid ones, but not everybody. These were things that they made to keep things that were important to them safe and call out the foolhardy. The creatures they leave behind, typically, they're there to guard something. But even those things couldn't have killed them all, not when 3 of us neonates can take out 5 of them. Whatever did this probably wasn't the plan. I mean, look at this place. Look at the arrogance it implies. They fucked with something they shouldn't have. And they paid for it with their lives.
So you think that's what happened to the mummified bodies upstairs?
Yeah. Tell Rex we got the other book.
Gotcha.
What is happening upstairs in the meantime?
What is happening?
Meanwhile, you guys are looking at this vault, deciding whether or not you want to do anything with it.
Does it have prongs?
There are prongs inside.
I mean, so this book is in this little vault, right?
Mm-hmm.
Opal's not looking at Rex. Rex, were you serious about that Indiana Jones shit?
Yup. Last one didn't have stabby shit, though.
What did the last one have?
Just a book on a plate.
Hmm. I mean, I guess we could swap this out with supernatural swiftness.
Rex,
Yup.
your phone begins to get texts, and one of them says, "Are you with Craig?"
Who is it from?
It's from the bookstore.
Oh. He texts back in all caps, YEA space Y question mark.
There will be a another reply. It says book question mark.
All caps, bitch, there might be.
Behold the negotiation skills of a gangrel.
Vault question mark.
He's going to forward the last text that he sent.
The response will simply be Blood of Kings. Should unlock it.
Well, I don't have overconfidence, but yeah, no, Rex absolutely believes himself to be a king.
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Fucking do it.
Oh no.
I know what I have to do.
What do you have to do?
Rex, do you have common sense?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
You think this probably isn't a good idea, but I also know that Rex has a lot of hubris, so proceed as you feel.
You know what? I'll roll willpower. I'll leave it to willpower.
Okay.
I'd like you to determine the difficulty.
I will say difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7. Am I rolling current willpower or total?
Permanent.
Permanent? Okay. Ooh. 2 successes.
With 2 successes, you are king. But you are king within your own domain. This is probably something broader.
Rex claps his hands together, rubs them a little bit, wiggles his fingers, and then says, I'm going to make Craig do it.
Craig upstairs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Craig comes upstairs at this point. What are we making me do?
Yo, check this out.
Oh, not again.
This titty's got teeth.
I know. God damn it.
Wait, you know?
Yeah.
I just went through this downstairs. You want the 2 prongs or the one big one?
2 prongs.
2.
This is gonna fucking hurt. Stand back, everybody. And if I start screaming in tongues, I don't know, run away or something.
I'm going to punch you.
I'll knock you out. I'll drag you out. It'll be fine.
Rex, in another age, you would have made a fine and noble knight. And fucking Craig does it again, and this time though, like, it's a familiar pain, and while you can tell he's in a lot of distress, he's like actively trying not to just scream like a bitch for all these people.
Vinny,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to actively look for an exit out of this place since we just closed we closed the front way, which basically leads to the other the kindred Canaanites, whatever.
To the Sabbat.
Yeah. Can I look for another exit while they do this?
The only other doorway you saw was further down. Rex, you know what's on the further down, or what's through the further down door?
Yes, I do. Similarly, Rex is going to put a hand on Opal's shoulder and say, "You got hot hands. Get ready to get that book."
All right.
Why do we need to be quick about this? Something gonna happen? Of course.
And
My man's
also,
my man's has his hand stabbed.
Fair.
Once again, Craig. I expect you to double dose this shit.
I didn't either.
I actually meant that there, you could have used a Philosopher King's blood, but here we find ourselves.
I am the plot device.
You
Craig,
hear more of the, you go through more of the same. However, this time as you stare at the face and the eyes, the words are a bit more receptive. The voices, your mind can seem to handle them a bit more, and you get the feeling though is that this presence is close by, a lot closer than you think, a lot closer than seems safe. And this
What?
time, it speaks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, awesome. That's what I was trying to rouse out of in the first place. Like, let's do it.
Child of Ventru, why are you here?
I made a lot of bad decisions.
By the way, Vinny, please let me know if he says any of this in the real world.
His lights are on. His lights are on, but there is nobody home. He is
Second.
1,000-yard stare.
I'm just
Opal
saying.
actually looks concerned because he's not whining.
Nah, give him a second. He found his balls.
Why are you here, Ventru?
Bigger, scarier things made me do it, and I don't want to die. I don't have a great purpose or.
Scarier things.
To be fair, I hadn't met you yet.
Would you like to see what happened here? Would you like to know?
What are you?
You say it again, Bob?
Oh, of course. What are you?
I have walked through the sands nearly 1,300 years before your Christ was born. I am she who belonged to the One. And now I answer to someone new and someone old. Behold the horrors that my father wrought upon this place and his own children. And you are set through a series of horrific images, as though you can see 1,000 places across the world in 1,000 different times. Yet they all seem to happen at once. And you can see Canaanites with scales and tongues in opulence on the streets, in ritualistic sacrificial chambers, all turning to ash or piles of blood all at once. You can see those that harbor the blood within them dry as every ounce of vitae is drained from them simultaneously. You can see the infinite number of monsters that were in play suddenly go rogue and wild and lose all connection with their mentors, with their creators. And as this all happens, you get the sensation that an eye, the size of the moon, with a pupil much like that of a viper, surrounded by an infinite storm, bears down on you. Please roll me willpower, difficulty 9. Get me at least 3 successes.
It's a tall order, buddy, but I will at least try as a good sport that I am. I couldn't do it for you, buddy. I just got that 110 there. I don't have the 3.
Craig, on the outside, rips his hands away as he begins to scream, as blood begins to trickle out of his eyes. Craig, you will lose 3 blood points.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that puts me down to about 6, I want to say.
Rex is going to slap him.
And he continues. He continues to thrash about even as you slap him. He grabs at his own eyes. He claws at them, tearing away skin from his face. Craig, you will take a total of 3 lethal.
On top of the other lethal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop it! What the fuck, man? I'm gonna slap you again. No.
Craig, you feel as though you've looked into
Vinny?
the eyes of a god.
Vinny, I'm gonna try and grab Greg's hand so he's not scratching out his own eyeballs.
All right, please, Craig, would you please make a contested roll with Mitchell?
Yeah, sure.
Dex roll?
Is it strength roll or is it
strength
dex
Strength
roll?
roll. Strength roll.
Sorry. My
I believe
apologies.
there are also one penalty.
Is this counting in the like?
You would also
3...
have your you would have your -2 penalty.
Okay.
2 successes versus yeah.
Yeah.
You restrain Craig well enough. Craig, you seem to look into the infinite beyond, and what you see there horrifies you. You feel soulless and empty and cold, stripped bare of all skin and flesh and sanity. And it isn't until the hand of gentle, cold, and terrible fingers seems to touch the side of your face that you are brought back to these eyes. It seems to pull you back from the brink of complete and total insanity. And she just stares at you.
Why?
Why? What?
Why?
The monsters are real, Camarilla.
And thus is the moment that heretic Greg is born. Brought into the world by the great vision of the great beyond.
Hooray.
Rex calls over to Mitchell and says, "Put his hands behind his back, new blood."
Got it.
Opal's
Right.
snatching the book and putting it in the bag.
Why are you
Alexa.
telling me?
The knowledge that they sought brought folly in the hands of those that are greedy and delve too deep into the mysteries of blood sorcery. They brought catastrophe upon themselves. Put the hands on those volumes where they will be safe, or similar fates will be visited upon you. And then it is gone. And you're back in the world where you're being restrained and held. There's a great deal of pain racking through your face and hands.
Craig kind of
Greg.
licks his own blood off his lips.
Craig,
Ma.
Rex grabs him by the shirt. What happened?
What?
He's gonna slap him. Open palm.
God, stop hitting me.
What happened?
I'm not sure I know.
Are you
Greg,
calm
I
again?
got
You're
time
not
for
going to stretch
kids.
out your eyes?
We didn't find any books.
What?
You heard
No.
me. We didn't find any books.
Any books? Any books at all?
We didn't find anything. Do you understand?
Explain. What
Do
happened?
you want to keep existing? We didn't find books. Do
Craig.
you understand?
I don't know, Craig. You were using hyperbole, not words.
Rex
You do that a lot.
Rex pulls out his phone and takes a picture of Craig, his face specifically, and then shows him a picture of it.
Holy shit!
You owe me an
Like it.
explanation.
I'm going to let go of Greg's hands.
Yeah, Craig looks very surprised. Like it dawns on everyone near him that he had not, much like a child who skinned his knee, understood how fucked up he was until he saw it. Oh wow,
What?
that I didn't know.
Yeah, you'll be fine after you eat something and get some sleep.
Shit, alright,
still.
tonight.
You mind sharing with the class?
Rex
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
reaches into his pocket and pulls out his flask and presses it against Craig's chest.
We
Try me.
I don't know if that's compatible. Then he was it compatible?
Luckily enough, it was. Sheriff Cody is a forward thinker.
Sheriff Cody knows. Sheriff Cody always knew. Okay, so that would put me back up to 9. Craig will get rid of at least the 3 that are paining him. So you get to watch his face go back to normal.
Like that.
Yeah, just boop.
I've been down here. I've seen faceless motherfuckers with silver teeth. I saw alien-looking motherfuckers dropping out the ceiling. I seen motherfuckers with no arms. I seen dick monsters.
Yeah, hell, I've been attacked by a giant dick monster.
I seen floor titties. I seen ceiling titties. I seen spikes come out of the ground. Fire and whole temples made in Mexico.
They're all dead.
My eyes strike terror into the heart of people who look in them too long.
They're all dead.
By who?
The Setites.
Okay,
Why?
you're not. How?
They're all dead. You don't understand. I didn't just see them die here. I didn't just see them die up in fucking Jersey. All over the globe. This temple, 1,000 times over, 100,000 times over. Them, they're ghouls. Everyone related to them. They're all fucking dead, and they died in the blink of an eye.
What do you mean? That can't be possible.
They tried to touch the infinite, and the infinite touched them back. I've seen it. I've seen things I wish I'd never fucking seen.
Everybody
Mhm,
roll
wait,
your
you were-
perception and alertness.
All right.
Sight-based?
Hearing based again, I'm sorry.
poor Rex. At least he's surrounded by good people.
A success!
Watch.
I have
3.
3 successes.
Successes.
I've said it before and I will say it again, Anthony.
Yes.
Baby, you're a firework. The song
Yeah.
is stuck in your head.
Okay.
Can't get it out.
Fair enough.
All right. It looks like, in spite of myself, I got 3 successes if it was standard.
I do too.
Anyone who has at least a success can hear footsteps.
Free my hands.
You're already free.
Good looking out. Craig pulls his sword.
And that room that you were in further down, the steps continue. And they sound like bare feet, oddly enough.
So they're coming upstairs.
They're coming up.
Shit, she's here. Run!
Don't have to tell me, Stice. I move.
You heard the man. Double time.
Yeah, as like
Stepping through the door, this is what you see.
Yeah, Craig probably is not even the fastest of the group, so you see him behind you screaming, "Run, you fools!"
Well, Rex is running, Opal's running.
Celerity.
Yeah, bitches.
Run.
Is everybody running?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
We have been heard. We have listened to the prophet of the eyes. We have counseled in his wisdom, and we have decided it is in our best interest to get the hell out of here.
Up here.
Yeah, as they're all running up the stairs, Craig will take a moment to pause and look back.
She just holds out a hand at you and beckons you to come to her.
Rex is gonna.
What is this shit?
Rex is gonna do a run by slapping.
There's no power that compels you. You're completely within your own free will.
What is all this shit? She good? She evil?
Craig will look at him and just scream, "Keep the door open for me!"
Nah. I ain't leaving you.
Rex, I trust you.
Craig.
The books, King. Give them to me.
What happens when they're in your possession?
They go where he cannot get to them.
The eye?
Yes.
Craig looks at Rex. We didn't find any books.
Rex open palm slaps him.
We didn't find any books.
Motherfucker, you saw this bitch the same time you saw the eye. You think she ain't on the same team as the eye?
He kind of looks at her like, he does have a point.
And she has 4 eyes.
Motherfucker, run!
Minnie?
And Craig runs. He tried.
Yes, Heather.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What does this woman look like with aura perception?
Can we not?
Go ahead and roll it.
I know what this is. I know exactly who that is.
What the fuck that is.
That is a certain member of the red list.
Yep.
Success.
Actually, Vinny, here's a question.
Uh-huh.
With Camarilla lore, we know the red list.
Yes, you do.
Is this person on the red list?
Have you ever seen Kim and Terry before?
No, but there are various pictures of these people are on the red list. Do not fuck with these people.
Roll me your your kindred lore. Or
Camarilla lore.
Please.
Can we both roll that?
Absolutely. Heather, under aura perception, roll me your courage first. Difficulty 8.
Okay.
Also got 2 successes.
3 successes.
No successes for the courage, Benny.
You run. You frenzy run away from her. Not sure what you just saw, but whatever it was terrifying. With 2 or more successes with your Camarilla lore, that is the number 1 member of the Red List.
Nope, through the doors. Not today, Satan. I choose life.
Or unlife.
Whatever. So I guess when fucking Mitchell and fucking Adam are running, and they look at each other, and it's just like, is it that person?
Yeah, it's that person.
Is that person?
Rex,
I'm not
that's
fucking
Cameron.
crazy. Get the fuck out of here!
Rex is on the fucking red list.
Rex was already successfully Craig's conscience.
We fucked up. We fucked up.
What the fuck? I'm speeding to the door. I'm gonna drag Rex and Greg with me if I have to because they're slow.
Your ass is slow. Move that ass.
Anybody looking back?
No, the fuck.
All right.
No, Satan, no.
As
Actually,
you. Oh wait, you want to?
No, I'm just gonna say, as we're running through the library again,
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that's the only way we can head.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to try and get past her and go further
no.
down.
I'd like to grab 2 books off of the shelf, just any random 2 books.
Okay.
Okay.
As you get to the door, in your flight, please everyone roll me Dex Athletics. We'll say difficulty 7 to avoid stepping on any of the warded tiles.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
What did you say? Difficulty 7?
Mm-hmm. Difficulty 8 for you because you're in frenzy. You don't give a fuck.
Does precise come into play?
Yes, sir.
3 successes.
Nice.
I'm fucking golden.
Damn.
Golden.
I have 1 success.
The voice, the desperation that was on there.
I am going to roll a d6.
Okay.
No, we all made it.
I'm going to roll 3d6.
But we all made it.
Bruh.
But we made it, Vinny. The fuck, bro?
Heather didn't.
Bruh.
Oh.
I got
Oh.
1 success. There's more than 1 sword pile there, guys.
Fuck me.
To be fair, guys, if Kevin and Terry really wanted these books, she would just say hello and stand in front of us.
Kind of.
She would. That will take 6 lethal, please.
Oh my god.
Soak that shit.
So it's
Soak
6
it.
lethal, please.
Don't forget if you're in
Alright.
Kevlar.
Does the armor count, Vinny?
I didn't let Daryl have it, so I'm not going to let you have it. It wouldn't be fair.
Why the fuck did we take it?
Well, it's supposed to be against if you fought the Sabbat, or if you guys fucked up with the puzzles.
Alright, let's see how much I soak. I took 2.
All right, so yeah, you only take 4 lethal as you hit the door. You're battering up against it, kind of
Ouch.
making that
Good,
or
good
probably
thing.
just guttural screams of a banshee.
Good
Yeah,
thing. Frenzy doesn't count wound penalties.
This is true.
fortunately.
You guys get to the door. What do you do?
Fucking open that bitch.
Open the door.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Open
Make
the
me
door.
strength athletics, please.
God damn it. Fail.
Successes.
3 successes.
3 successes. That's a 6.
That's 6. You guys managed to get the door open.
I pop celerity and keep running.
Well, there are individuals standing on the other side of the door.
Ooh, baby, I'm running.
Yes?
Wood.
Craig and I think Craig and you're the only two that have seen them. Craig and Rex.
Huh?
You see Nina and
Yeah,
Jocelyn.
Okay.
Hi, bye.
Craig just looks at them and says, "There's no time. Run!"
Run!
They both just hold up their hands. Easy.
No!
No,
not
hang
easy.
on. Hang on. Are the Sabat gone?
The Sabats are not currently anywhere in your current line of sight.
Okay. Are you ready, Vinny?
Oh boy.
Rex is going to take the 2 books that he took off the shelves, and he's going to throw them at their faces and keep running.
Bitch, you better roll me some perception or some manipulation fucking performance
What?
or subterfuge.
You got something to throw books? Vinny, are you high?
Are you trying to pawn those off as the volumes?
Oh, I'm trying to hit them in their faces and run.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you just do that. I thought you were trying to be like, here are your books, bye.
No.
Like, I don't. Mitchell's just going to yell after he bowls past them. I don't know who the fuck you are, but I don't think you want to be stuck here with Kevin and Terry.
Run.
You guys make your way up the tunnel, and you find the car. A smoldering wreck full of bullet holes, and you see that the retainer, the ghoul, whatever he is, laying there, looked like he has been beaten to death by massive fists.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I don't even stop for the car. I take to the streets and I keep running. Like,
Vinny.
I'm
Vinny.
gonna
I want to
Matt.
roll self-control for frenzy.
Okay.
Because all of this is such a high adrenaline point, and then there's this, and Mitchell is like, fuck!
Mhm.
So, I feel like this is good for a frenzy check.
Vinny?
Mhm.
Opal is still in frenzy, isn't she?
You can roll your self-control now that you've gotten out of the
Okay.
out of the temple.
All right.
Do not frenzy.
You don't frenzy.
I know I'm a
what-
brew house, so I still have a +2 difficulty. But even that,
Difficulty 6, isn't it?
Yes.
Or is it 8?
Difficulty
Oh,
6.
Okay. One success.
You manage to pull yourself out of the frenzy as your mind comes back to your back to the forefront and pushes the beast back down into its place.
Does the car still look drivable, or is it fucked?
It's burning.
Oh.
And full of
That's fair.
holes.
You said there's a dude that looks like he's beat to a pulp.
Yes. The driver.
I'm gonna take a second to rifle through his pockets and keep running.
Oh my god, Nick.
You guys see Nina and Jocelyn kind of coming out of the tunnel, not too that far behind you. The hell is wrong with you two?
I don't stop.
I told you guys, I don't know who the fuck you are, but if you want to get stuck there with Kevin and Terry, you're my guests.
Okay, so I don't know what the hell he's going on about, but
Kevin and Terry, number 1 on the fucking red list. None of you do your fucking homework.
Where are the
Wait,
books?
I did my motherfucking homework. I know what's on the red list.
okay,
Well, the
okay,
rest
okay,
of you
okay.
just keep fucking running.
All of you!
Roll the fuck
Quiet!
down.
You hear the shout from Nina. Where
Opal,
are the
when's
books, Craig? The volumes.
Shit.
Do you want her following you back wherever you go?
Rex is gonna look at Craig right in the fucking eyes with a boy. The fuck you do?
That
He doesn't.
will
He doesn't
become
say it, but he's got that
not
look.
my problem very shortly. But if I don't, I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna take maybe die over definitely die. And I'm gonna make it somebody else's problem. Because frankly, just between us girls, fuck them. Shit's only complicated my life since one fucking drunken mistake and a shovel.
The two look a bit confused. They look at each other and then look at you. Them? Us? Them?
No,
Her?
you're
Who?
okay. I don't mind either of you. But I gotta go. And I gotta do what I gotta do. And I'm real fucking sorry. Okay? Now that thing down there is older than Christ and eerily calm. You want to deal with that? That's on you. But I've stared into the eye of the infinite, and it stared back. And I'm probably a little crazy now. So I'm going to
You
go
saw
be
the
a
eye
crazy
of-
man.
Rex? No, not Rex. That's me. Craig.
Do you have a new car yet, Rex?
I can't get one.
Good enough.
We
Ladies,
brought
see
a
ya.
car. We brought a car.
I don't need people asking questions about you two. I will talk to you later, all right?
If you put those books in the hands of the Tremere, you know what'll happen.
Motherfucker, what is my
Joplin
plan?
speaking.
Hell no, I don't want them going to Tremere.
Are you absolutely sure that your Primogen won't give them up?
Fuck no.
You're
I'm at the
positive
last
about that.
Elysium. Hello?
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm in favor of censorship or anything like that. I'm just saying now seems like a real good time to burn some books.
I don't even, like, what the fuck is going on? Who are you two? I'm sorry, we haven't met before. My name is Mitchell. Pleasure to meet you. What the fuck is going on down there? What the fuck are these books? What the hell is going on?
These are all things that we can answer if people just calm the fuck down.
There's a fucking red lister here!
I don't know if she's actually on the red list or not, but
Yes, she is! She's the reason the red list exists! She's the fucking reason the red list.
1,300 years older than Christ, minimum, has 4 eyes. I'm creeped out. How about you?
you don't want to look at her with aura perception.
If we can get you forgeries of the books, will you make the trade?
What are you gonna do with them?
Fuck no.
Keep them away from people that will bring more of what happened to the Setites down upon everyone else.
You know what?
And why should we trust you to do that?
They'll look at Craig, because we're the only ones that have been shooting straight with everyone we've met in this city.
I have a
No,
different
fuck
take
that
on
shit.
this.
No.
No.
We don't got-
Somebody
we don't
has to say it. Fuck the Tremere. Fuck the Tremere. Mother, fuck the Tremere. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. My middle finger's in the fucking air. If they want to tactical nuke themselves, I'm going to let them. I'm going to get popcorn. They can fuck right off. So we're going to give them the books so that I don't immediately die, and hopefully I get to watch them roast themselves alive.
Craig,
Okay, well, hang on
You
a
don't
minute,
have-
Craig.
we don't have to make this decision right now. We got time.
What would happen if we did give them to the Tremere? Would they just implode themselves?
It's a possibility. It's not one that me my sister or any of our associates want to see happen.
Oh shit, that's your sister?
Really, Rex?
Kind of.
Wait a minute. Then that one time, ew.
Not
Ew.
actual sister. We were both
Bruh.
embraced by the same person.
Ew.
Broodmates.
Yes, sister, broodmates. It's just easier. People ask a lot less questions when you say sister. Obviously, just forget you ever had that phone call, Craig. Jesus.
I feel like there's an important detail that we're missing, and that there's a fucking ancient maybe walking up to us right now.
If it wanted to kill us, it would have by now.
If that really
Good
is
point.
Kim and Thierry,
You know what? That's a fair point, Greg. I hadn't thought about that.
you would all be dead. And if she wanted you to come back to her, she has the powers of any of the Setites, namely of the discipline of presence, she would just summon you all down there. You've all been in her. You've all been physically in her presence now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, by the way, they're all dead.
We thought as much.
The
Listen.
fact that we're not dead right now, you know what that means?
She's not here.
We got time.
Wait a minute. If all the Setites are dead, isn't she a Setite?
I don't know. Maybe he likes his closest children.
We have theories on that. And as far as
Maybe
we know,
she's the one who killed them.
Listen, as far as we know, the blood between Set and Kim and Thierry is about as bad as milk left out on a summer day.
Huh.
Wait, Set the actual fucking god?
Small G.
I have an assignment. I'm going to fulfill it on pain of death. If it makes you feel any better, I'll let the Tremere know all about this.
That would be a really bad idea.
Except for you two. You two were never here.
I'm telling you all that would be a really bad idea. If you want to put these books in hands of people that aren't going to walk the same path, hand them to us.
Hello, can you hear me? And Rex starts to do like jumping jacks.
Rex, what?
I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. We're not dead right now. We got time. We don't have to give books to no fucking buddy.
Opal is going to go stand kind of a little bit behind and a little bit beside Rex. Yeah, I'm with him. We got time. Nobody's trying to kill us. And no offense, Craig, but I'm with these two. I don't want the Tremere having these books. And I don't trust the sheriff to have them either. Not if he's working with them.
You know, fuck it. To be honest with you, I'd never really contemplated existence before today. I really don't like that I did it today at all. And I'm beginning to grasp the utter pointlessness of it. So, do what you're gonna. I'm gonna go suck a bunch of dick for blood. That is what I'm gonna do with my night.
Rex, would you be amenable to a meeting in the next few nights? How long can your Primogen? Yeah, Primogen. How long do you think she can stall?
Forget about stalling. The Tremere get their hands on me. They're gonna crack me open like a fucking Easter egg.
So they're not going to get their hands on you. You're
The
coming with
Tremere.
me.
To what, Opal? To where that their magics won't reach you.
I have a plan.
To where that they won't reach any of us, for that matter.
Jocelyn finally stepped forward with a hand up. I have an idea.
That being?
We
I
already
bet
have.
you fucking do.
Well, I have a lot of time to myself, and I do a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, and a bit more thinking, along with a lot of reading. We have one of the volumes. Rex, I assume that you still have one?
And he just kind of looks around at everyone and then looks back at her with an expression that's kind of like, thanks for the secrecy, and then just says, yes.
And you have two more among you, I would assume, at the moment.
Yes.
That's all but two of the entire set.
Why the fuck are they even here?
Safekeeping.
Safekeeping. Now, York.
To be fair, we found literally all of these things in maze vaults with traps and spikes and monsters.
Yeah, and the code to the lock's written on the door.
Nobody's perfect.
Honestly, I don't think that they thought anyone would be able to get through however many Setites were at each of these temples.
Meanwhile, when the temples are empty, a group of neonates can just bumblefuck their way in and open them.
Well, I think that the creatures that were in the last several temples will probably be a problem. However, one thing that I have become quite good at is, and she'll pull out from her bag almost an exact replica of the book that Rex gave her the last, or well, Jinx, I guess, was the one that gave it to her last time. And she'll hand it over to Rex. Copied word for word, but without any of the mystical mumbo jumbo in it.
May I see it?
Rex is the one handing it, or holding it.
Rex offers it over to Opal.
Opal will take it and just kind of thumb her way through it.
Isn't anybody going to get suspicious? From what I can tell, these books have a lot of focus on them, and without any mystical mumbo jumbo, someone's going to go look eventually.
Thank you.
I know a bit of blood sorcery. I can make them somewhat authentic.
That's a big thing to be casually dropping in a conversation with a few kindred aligned with the Camarilla. You know that, right?
Considering what we now have confirmed by your friend here from the Ventru, it's a risk, but a warranted one.
You realize these people, I sound like a crazy man, right?
Do we look like two people who put anything up to disbelief?
You do listen to me.
Thank you.
I don't think you're crazy, Craig. I think you're reasonably cautious.
Some might say ahead of the curve.
Frightened.
Listen, we know individuals who can keep these books safe. They won't fall into the hands of greedy blood mages who will delve far too deep in them.
Nah. Y'all bitches know blood magic. These books give people blood magic. The more books we keep in one place, the worse shit's gonna be. And all I'm hearing out of you and you is give me the book. Give me the book.
Nina sighs. He's got a point, sis. I suppose so.
How do we destroy them?
I suppose you undo the magic that's bound them.
Let me guess. We need blood magic for that.
Actually, I think you would need the opposite of blood magic, but it's not a power that I have. It's not a power that I know anyone having.
What's the opposite of blood magic?
Counter magic.
Counter magic.
Who does that?
So what, we just go looking for Harry Potter and he has it?
Harry Potter
No.
or Tinkerbell.
Why does nobody talk about Merlin anymore? He's so cool.
I guess because Merlin doesn't get a bunch of teenage girls' panties wet.
You're so fucked up, Opal.
Said the pot to the kettle.
The individuals that we work with have kept things like this out of the wrong hands for many years. If we can't destroy them, we can at least put them away where no one will find them.
What, a secret society headed by Russell Crowe or some shit?
No.
Again, you're asking us to take a leap of faith. We're two bitches with blood magic that want these books.
One. Nina holds up her hand. Just one. That's her.
I have a question. You guys are saying you want these books. Whatever we saw there was saying we want these books. You both saying that you want them for safekeeping. What's the difference between the three of you?
Well, for one, we each only have 2 eyes.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying.
good start.
I suppose that the 2 or the 3 of us probably have similar goals, except only 2 of us are not ancient vampires.
So again, what's the difference between us potentially giving these books away between you two and the thing?
Well, I don't know you personally, but I would hope that at least these 2, and Jocelyn will point between Rex and Craig, I would hope that the 2 of you would feel that we've never steered you wrong. At least that's been our intent since we got here and started dealing.
Yo, my intent has been money. I don't trust shit. Especially not now.
Name your price.
Nah. I saw my boy trying to claw his own eyes out over these books and shit.
Listen, we're not gonna get anywhere like this. This is a stalemate.
So we're gonna split up the books. And when y'all come up with a solution on how to break this shit, you give one of us a call. And then we figure out where we go from there.
There's a burning car right there. We could have a bonfire and solve this in half an hour.
Man, magic and fire, we in a whole different universe, baby.
Rex. Come here a second.
Rex comes over.
Okay. The kind of conspiratorial look into there's like, yeah. My coterie. And leans on with Rex and pulls a piece of paper out from the inside of his coat pocket, puts it in Rex's pants. That is the number to one of my Nosferatu friends, okay? If there's anybody who knows how to hide shit so deep in the earth that no one will find it, it's them. And they've decided to support your people.
give him one.
Agreed. And it's like team break.
We're going to find secure places to split them up at. When we work together to find this solution, this book breaking mumbo jumbo, fuck you, Tremere magic ass motherfucking. I don't even know. But when we get there, then we talk. You have a book. Figure it out.
We already know what's in the book.
Figure
Or I
out,
do.
figure out how to break it.
I'll see what I can do. It might be beyond me, and I may have to call someone in who's better than I am. But they're not going to want to come without being able to see the goods.
You got a book. You don't need shit from me. Make it happen. And then we'll talk.
Nina steps forward and sort of takes Jocelyn by the shoulder. With the way that they're doing it, they won't have the books in the hands of the Tremere. That's good enough for now. Jocelyn seems to relent. Logic dictating all. Very well. How are the rest of you getting home?
I'm calling a ride. Anyone that needs a lift.
I would like one if you're offering.
I would also like one.
Yeah, it'd be nice. We're feeling peckish.
What are you going to do about, and they'll point back down the hole.
We're neonates. What could we do about her?
If you wanted to put the Tremere onto a scent,
That'd be the one to do it.
Hey, what a wonderful idea. Okay, new plan. Everybody here, get the fuck away from me while I make this phone call. Go, run.
What are we going to tell the sheriff and the region?
We
that after seeing
we back up Craig's story. We tell them we got in there. We found some chick who is some Sedite chick with 4 eyes who's on the red list. And the sight of her was so utterly fucking terrifying. We all frenzied and ran and found our car in the bonfire.
I like her. She seems smart.
Okay,
Legit.
go on. I gotta make this fucking phone call. Cody's gonna freak the fuck out.
Opal's gonna grab Rex by the arms and whisper into his ear, Rex, I need a place to stay for the night.
And he just nods.
Yo, if you're offering her around, I'll be glad to take one. Mitchell says to Rex.
I'm texting my boy now. He shoots a text off to his Google.
Guys, get out of here. Somebody's gotta stay and do the explanations and shit.
Craig, I'm
What?
a phone call away.
I know, buddy. Go. Don't tell me where you're going either.
Nods and starts to jog off in one direction. Baby, you light up my wood. No.
The other
Ladies,
two-
that means you too.
Don't you get yourself dead now. We're both rather fond of you.
Everything that has happened will happen again. I understand now.
At least you didn't have to find out this way.
Craig shrugs. He pulls out his yeah.
They walk away.
Craig pulls out his phone and he makes a call because I don't think he has the Schmear's number, but I know he has Cody's number.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a phone call to Sheriff Cody.
Cody picks up.
So, I guess you could call this either like an amazing success or a spectacular failure, but
Ah, shit.
on the one hand, you're not gonna be that happy. On the other hand, does the name fuck, I'm so bad at pronunciating. Does the name Kementiri mean anything to you?
There's a sound of someone almost knocking over their desk as they stand up abruptly.
Because right now she's down there and everybody else freaked out because she does some things, let me tell you. And I'm standing here with
Get
a
out of there.
fucking sword.
Craig, get the fuck out of there. That's an order.
All right.
Tell the others to bed down for the night. We'll reconvene tomorrow. Get you a debrief.
Oh, they're long gone ahead of me. Ghoul's dead. Sorry.
I won my goal. Shit.
It's bad. You can tell from the fire.
What? You know
They
what?
did a
Anyone,
thing.
just do what you got to do. Get your ass out of there. You understand?
Oh yeah.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow evening. And he hangs up the phone.
Craig risks one last look at the entrance of this temple.
What are you going to do with the books?
The same thing that's been done and will be done again. Have a nice night. And Craig doesn't run, actually. He'll walk off.
And with that, I think we can end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. It's been another episode of Camarilla in the Streets and Sabat in the Sheets.